All right, let's do our recap, and then we are going to immediately start with you all walking in the forest. So, what happened last session?
Last session, well, we got back to. Oh no, that was 2 sessions ago. We had dinner with the fam. That was
Yeah.
that was the first thing I put on here. We had dinner with Hassan's family. Uh, Hassan tried to essentially threw Brandy into an awkward situation of, yeah, my dad's a hunter. You should talk about that.
The two most autistic people just kind of like.
Oh. Um, Hassan's dad pulled him aside and to make it short and sweet, he told me he was proud of me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
No.
Mm.
a lot of good
Uh,
feels with
a lot of good
Sarah and Hassan's
feels.
family last session. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, it's amazing that this healthy family dynamic turned out Sarah and Hassan.
Yeah.
Let's see. We went on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
E big time.
With
A
Orin,
lot.
the clan's
Yes,
crafter.
Oren, who absolutely bamboozled certain dwarf in our party.
Elves can be pretty. What the fuck?
Oh no, elves are always pretty. You just don't expect elves to be tough as nails.
Elves can be buff. Wait.
Elves can be buff?
What the
Huh?
fuck? So not just twinks? Hold on.
Hold on, wait a second.
To Erland, I think
Alright,
every elf is a twink.
I'll let someone
Yeah,
else take it from here.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that whole like Genshin Impact versus Guilty Gear Strive. The most like buff Bara male in Genshin versus like the skinniest, most malnourished twink in Guilty Gear.
God.
That's elves to dwarves in
The
in
darkest
Erlin's
character in
brain.
Genshin Impact versus like a makeup palette. Jesus.
So yeah, we had dinner with the fam. Asan got to talk to his dad a little bit, have a bit of a one-on-one. Brandy also had to talk with their mom, which was kind of sweet. Each of them had kind of different angles going about things, but Asan overall like grappling with the idea of like you've been presented literally everything you could ask for. You get to be a keeper's first. You get to like lead the elves and do a whole thing, but is that even what you want anymore? Have you grown from those early days of being a rebellious young lad who's running away from home and Sarah haphazardly, recklessly joining you along for the ride while stealing someone's horse?
I, I,
You
I,
have
th-
to consider these
I
things.
think the question was also posed by Asan's dad, like, did you ever really want this, or did you want, like, what comes with it? And are there
Do you
different
want people
ways to
to
get what
like
you
you?
want? Oh my god, he had a Naruto moment.
He had a Naruto moment. Don't know what that means, but I'll go with it.
He's gonna
So
become the Hokage to make the whole
he
village
will be
recognize his existence.
he will become the Hokage. No, and then and then Brandy also having a talk with mom. Mom being a bit concerned that the whole maybe messing with demons and this kind of fanatic almost fanatical like worship of a god that seems to be manipulating you a little bit. Maybe all this is a little unhealthy. Maybe you should step back a bit. Maybe you shouldn't be going on that corruption arc. And
Josh, I'm sorry. I think Sarah, one person here doesn't have a mom.
this is Asan's mom is the mom isn't the stepmom. She's the mom that stepped up,
No, no,
okay?
no, no, no. I thought I was listening, but you've been saying Brandy and her mom.
Yeah, that's so my god, you're right, Sarah. Brandy and Sarah are like,
I mean, the
they're like
proposal already happened,
they're
so.
like peas in a pod.
To Erland, all
Brandy's
women
mom.
look the same.
No.
No,
Sarah
I
had
think
a
Alan
talk
just
with her.
assumes they're already married.
Erland's
That
like,
means
you
that
guys,
that is
you.
also Brandy's mom.
You're right. Brandy doesn't have a mom currently, unfortunately. No, Sarah does, and so Sumama es mi mama, you know. But yeah, the elves had talks with their parents that were relevant, and were pretty interesting little deep dives into bits of their mentality and where they're at currently, which was fun. And even Shepard had a talk with Mithari, the clan shepherd of the Hala, and they got to kind of talk about their shared interest in caring for animals and what it means to care for both animals and people around you. It's pretty neat. Anyone else have things to add?
I mean, I'm letting someone else go, but I do have more.
There is.
Yeah,
There
I was gonna
was.
say, did we get to the point where Hassan had the talk with the keepers?
Not yet.
Okay, because that was I almost feel like Mark, if you wouldn't mind tagging in just for a sec to talk about your
Sure.
conversation, because that was your story beat.
Yeah. So, one, I had a conversation with Keeper Adlin, who told me I need to essentially forget the past. And it's like, we need to move on towards the future. And we can't, like, be concerned with what happened in our history. Which, Hassan was just like, essentially, what the fuck? And then he also said that I should go talk to Briar about all of the notes that sorry, brain.
Bring over.
So yes, he was like amazed and impressed by what I was doing. He said that a lot of the things I was looking at, he was having Briar look over because Briar is, the first, is part of their job. And we made our way over to speak to Briar when we got some massive world lore drops about the history of the elves, the dwarves, the gods.
All right,
And,
recap the lore drops.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was going to. I was waiting to see if someone else wanted to.
No,
I
no,
can
no.
recap the Lord. Oh.
Recap. Go.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Do it.
Okay.
Go,
So
go,
recap.
go.
Passes the hot potato.
All as a group began to like swarm Briar. Not really. It was more of just like, hey, I'm gonna go chat with Briar, and everyone's like, I am too. Will come along just to witness. But Briar did note that the text was really weird, and it talked about the Titans and the kind of elven pantheon taking. I don't have my full sentences. It's just bullets. Titan, elf, take Titan, dwarf, question mark. Also helping elves to take over Titan, old progenitor gods in all caps, bold, underlined. Prior to elves. Italicized. That's what I have.
Yeah, prior
but
to.
Briar did.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, Briar did kind of give this information pointedly towards like Erland, and Erland's kind of like, I don't know what you want me to do about dog. I'm not like the dwarven ambassador, but Briar's approach was more like maybe this would help kind of us the people in the future. If and Erland's just kind of like, nah, I'm good. What's that got to do with me? I have my own personal stuff going on. Whatever the dwarves got, it's cool. But also, if this were a cut of an episode, his bandages would glows. And yeah. So far, that is the lore drop. We did have, before this, there was like a bit of Erland introspection that I thought was going to go after the clan leader talk, but
You just had a soak. You just had a nice bath.
yeah, there were thoughts to be had.
Yeah. I think with that kind of like information and like the stillness, Briar leaves, and you all kind of like head back to where you're staying. Question for the group: do you want to take your cart and like Hala into Tevinter with you?
I thought we
The
were
Hala
like,
do kind of paint a target on us.
yeah, Sarah gave back the Hala, who's revealed to be a boy Hala.
That was yeah. I
Some
wanted
child.
to say that was the funniest fucking thing.
Oh, that was amazing.
Like,
The Hall is just side-eyeing Saradwin.
You're a guy and you never told me?
You never checked!
you never asked.
The one who can speak with animals did not ask the animal its gender.
Nope. I don't know if she ever spoke to her Hala, is the thing.
Yeah, no. What's funny is no, once. I remember that because
On the ship because he had a Jersey accent.
Wait, quick
Dude, that's why it
question.
never happened again.
Quick
I
question,
would've
Alec.
made
Which
yourself
blight are we in?
Sorry?
Which blight are we currently before? Like how many blights in are we?
The
like
third.
four?
Like,
Three
boy.
blights in. I think it was, oh man, maybe like 100 years since the last one, maybe more.
Mhm.
Let me look up the timeline.
I'm pretty
Got
sure it was 100 years exact.
Gotten up to the third.
Yes.
But not to
we
the
are now in the
fourth
fourth era. Era. Hey,
You
he's
haven't
back.
hit fourth blight yet.
Welcome back, Ricky. I think my metaphor sums up how you felt.
Yeah.
I'll pause the recording. Alright, where did we leave off? Yes, asking about the cart.
Restart the recording. Yeah.
Yes, the recording is good. The cart. So here's the thing: we're not playing like a super realistic, like down to earth setting. If you guys want to take the cart, we'll figure out a way to do it. The Hala might be an issue, but if you guys want to take your cart with you, like
Wait, I'm sorry.
yes.
Cover up concoction. Does that work on Hala?
What is
Considering
what are you what
Yeah.
specifically what are you referencing?
One
So,
of my common
Erland,
potions.
yeah,
Okay.
Erland was able to give Alaria.
That helps you, yeah.
I have
diary.
four or five. I have to check my notes. It's buried in there, but I do have a couple potions left, and I'm pretty sure it lasts about a month. One potion each.
Okay.
Approximately,
Cover up
hair growth.
concoction changes the hair color.
Hair color.
And it helps.
Hello.
It helps a lot more. It helps for her case with the hair color, but it helps a lot more when it comes to like if you're an older person with like thinning out hair. That's kind of what it's there for. It's meant to like kind of cover up bald spots and help your hair.
Oh,
be
It's a
better.
hair thing.
So it's more
And
of
my
like
point.
a. Oh, yes, Annika.
I'm sorry.
No. What's your point?
That ain't no Hala. That there's a deer.
That seems very unlikely to work on an animal. I don't know if these have been animal tested.
Dang it.
You know
Dang it,
what?
Erland.
You know what? Let's leave it up to the dice. Give me a potion making check, DC 20.
Erland's
And
giving
if
the
you
potion.
can succeed, then this concoction will change the Hala like enough to make them look like little fawns.
Normal horse or a
No,
My
not
Little
horse.
Pony.
No,
Not a
like
horse.
a fawn.
An overgrown deer.
like
Santa's
no.
reindeer.
Some
Alright.
weird looking deer.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just
Very
like
weird.
really
Oh.
weird looking deer. So like, and if I will say, like, if people get way too close up and personal, they're gonna figure out something is wrong. But from like, to the naked eye to people who don't know what they're doing, it's gonna work. So
All right.
give me a potion making check, DC 20. If anybody would like to help Erland with whatever abilities you guys have, use them now.
Fuck.
If you have like an inspiration die, I think Shepard has I don't know if that works on
Comedy
like
inspiration. I think I technically
yeah,
do
as
too,
in
but that only lasts for the day or the session, so it's gone by now.
if anybody wants to give the help action or like whatever you guys have, do it now if you want to help
Just-
out Erland.
Help. But I'm
So
gonna flavor
Ilaria
it.
presents a concept to me that's like, you think you could make
She-
this work on Hala?
Sure.
And Erlen gives her the look of, are you fucking kidding me?
Hear me out, Erland.
I was
I've been
upset
around a
about
lot of deer.
Yes.
I do have one other question.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure this will be more of a thing that we learn when Ren rejoins us. We're down to Hala technically now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
We have one.
Yes.
We also have horse.
Do you
The
guys
one
want
that
to
was
steal
always
it?
legally owned. No. I was just asking the logistics.
what if I
we
say
are
yes?
down to one.
Shepard, what
Now,
if
what
I
if
want it back?
what if Sarah had like an Avatar movie moment, right, where she has to like have one of the Hala choose her, you know,
Oh my gosh.
and then you get an actual Hala twin.
Sure. Somebody
Not
roll animal
someone you
handling
robbed.
for Saradwin, please.
I think our animal handler.
Sure. Tony, roll a d20, and then I'll tell you what to add.
The
Fingers
Hala
crossed.
actually just picks Shepard, but like
No,
accepts
you
their
can't-
fate.
You can't pick me.
Accepts their fate. It's like,
Is it
alright.
just slash roll 1d20?
Yes. Slash
can do
R
slash R.
space
Or slash
1d20.
R?
And then
Like a reverse Reddit.
3 plus 4, that is a solid 7. Shepard, you are showing Saradwin how to take care of animals that her culture raises. And you're like, no, be like gentle with it. And Saradwin keeps like trying to like fist bump it. And all the Hala are like gathering towards you, Shepard, and like just like nuzzling against you, and they're running, screaming from Saradwin.
Oh,
So it's not the end of the world, but it might take a little bit more time than you guys have to do this.
Well, we'll try this again another day.
Try this again some other time.
someday. One day.
Yes, your cart can
Alright.
still be pulled by one Hala and Indra's horse, for the record.
Yeah.
They might
Oh,
just
man,
they might
get
just need
along.
more breaks in between.
This is a little, I don't know if retconny is the word. I know you guys did give me, this is the anecdote, obviously. You gave me a cloak, but does Ilaria know what the hell the patches can do? Or is it more of just, oh, come on. I have the screenshot and it doesn't want to load it for me.
Has a bunch of little useful things in it.
The
The-
robe of useful items.
Yes,
I forgot you
if
had
you
that.
if you like, does it require attunement?
I don't think so. Oh my
Then,
god.
if it doesn't, then I'm pretty sure we gave you a list of the items.
I have the
Hassan's
picture
a
of the
nerd.
list.
He would have told you
Not.
everything weird about this cloak.
You have the list of items?
Hold on, this is what's happening. Literally, god damn it, freaking Notion. It's in NISC. I have it, but I also don't have it.
Gotcha.
Robe. That's funny.
That's really funny.
Wow.
Let me look for it.
Snipping tool. And there we go.
Oh man.
Thank you. I will copy paste that.
I guess the question was, what was already on that one?
Yeah, they had given me kind of like this is what's already on there, so I don't have to roll the D100.
Yeah.
I remember a ladder and a horse being there.
Oh,
no, because I was
you had
trying
a
to use
horse
ladder.
just like stored
Had a
in your
horse this
cloak?
entire time.
It was a patch of a horse.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
God damn it!
No, that's very helpful. I mean, ain't gonna knock that, but that's
Also,
that's
it did have, I think, this is from memory, it had like a rowboat, and then I remember I had the robe of useful items before we killed the Crescent King,
Mhm.
and I think it's
That
funny
rowboat
that
might
I...
have been helpful.
That might have been helpful.
Oh, could use the rowboat. Oh well.
Yeah, we were kind of on a sinking ship there for a bit.
Oops.
Only slightly.
Where was it?
See, that's the danger of giving players items. They need to remember how to use them.
I'm not looking
I
for
relied
it.
on
I'm
copy
not-
paste. I'm
I
gonna look
can't-
for it.
I can't find it. If you can find it, let me know.
It's there.
I am asking if you guys want to take the cart. If you don't
I
want to,
don't.
if you don't want to bother with it, that's fine. We don't have to talk about it. If you do want to take it with you, because there's some travel between like into Winter, I'm telling you right now, you can take it. We'll figure out a way to get it to you. Just like
Nah.
I'm
I'm not
arguing
terribly
for the cart.
okay, Josh doesn't want to. Annika
I'm
wants
not
to.
terribly attached to it.
Anybody else?
I
The
think we probably shouldn't.
only thing I was worried about was the Hala logistics, but if that gets taken care of, I'm all for bringing the cart.
Mm.
'Cause
So
I
you
was
want
just
to try
worried,
and help me make a potion to make your hollows look less hollow-y?
I'll. I mean, I'm not experienced at making potions, but can I assist in that?
Ilari's already giving the help action.
The
Alright,
most
so yeah,
important thing you can get me is 1 strand of hair from that holla.
I
Cool.
feel like I might. Oh, wait, no.
I
You have your own
walk
holla.
over for like. I walk over to Thanorus for his daily brushing, and I brush him out, and I just pull 1 hair off the brush and walk back.
Yeah.
All right. So we can try to do some alchemy here.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it gonna take him to do the alchemy?
Usually my common potions like that take 2 hours.
So I could copy some spells into my book.
If you have a first level, yeah. Alchemy. Ah, that's
I found-
something.
Oh, wait, which roll?
That's a 21.
Oh. Ah.
21.
Wait.
You make 2 of the concoctions. Do you pour it now over the challah?
Well, we only
I
have
will
one holla in
simply
the meantime.
present what I've created. Alright. This should work. The things you ask me to do.
You pour it on like a little brush and begin to brush the chalah's mane. And after like a few seconds, nothing happens, and you're all wondering if Erland finally lost it. And then you see this like Hala, usually brilliant, shining like white coat, is slowly transforming into this brown, like speckled coat of like a deer, like with like the little white tail and everything. The horns a little bit more difficult. They're much more pronounced than a deer, but to people who don't know any better, it'll look convincing.
I would have asked this before he started brushing Thanorus. This is reversible.
I don't brush. I don't
Okay,
brush
good.
Fenris. My hands are completely off of this.
All right. Then I ask before I brush Thanorus with this. This does wear off, right?
You want me to tell you?
Yes, it wears off.
It'll take a while.
She has
Oh,
roots
that's
growing
also
out.
more. It's more like directed towards people. So this is pretty much all the testing that it's got. So if it takes about like a couple weeks for the color to wash out of people hair, then maybe this will last you like a week on an animal. That's my best
Alright.
guess.
And I will, I brush Thanorus with it, and everything that, Alec said happens.
I've got a second dose, if it starts wearing off by the time we're, into winter.
Alright.
You can just bring your challah along if you want and leave the cart here. Like,
I mean, I'm also fine for that. Asan is a prissy bitch and would love to not walk the entire way.
Indeed.
Okay, so we have 2 for no, 1 for yes.
I think we're 2 and 2 right now.
Okay, 2.
I think we're just not bringing the cart, but we are bringing his hala.
All right.
Yes. Hey, that hala is in my inventory, alright? I'm bringing it with me.
All right, leaving the
You know what
cart
else is in your
behind.
inventory? Hala hair dye. Put that down because I don't want to keep track of that.
Okay,
Don't
and
wanna
you said
keep
there's one
track
more
of
dose?
There should be one more. Just based off what Alec told us. So yeah.
All right. Gonna give out the magic items you all ordered. As you're all gathering together, the clan is kind of like packing up a few of its tents. There's a pretty sizable group going with you. Not enough to be like noticed, but enough to like need a formal like excursion to be made. Asan's parents are going. The clan crafter is going. And Orin just kind of like catches up with you guys and gives out the all the upgrades you requested. Shall I put these into miscellaneous, the
Yes.
main campaign chat, or should I do this one by one to all of you guys?
I think miscellaneous is fine.
Okay,
Right?
all right.
Everyone else cool with that?
We should
Yeah.
ping whatever Sarah got, but yeah.
I don't think she requested anything.
Damn.
So
Welcome
for
back, Ricky.
Hi, Wiki.
Shepherd, and have fun reading that.
Good luck reading. Okay.
Also, so you were saying before, like, because it takes a couple
Josh.
days for all this stuff to get worked on for us, right? So we've had a couple days of like just kind of downtime as all this stuff gets worked, as like our magic items get put together by our crafter, and as the group, as the clans get ready for the expedition.
Is there
had
something?
an
Is there
amount-
something you want to do?
There's some things I'd like to have had the time to make. Yeah.
Are those things potions?
Yes.
Give me just the rolls, please.
Got you.
And
So you
then
can post your
for
things. I'll get my things
Asan.
ready. How many days are you giving me to work with? Just so I know how much I can kind of click off the shopping list.
Roll 1d3.
1d3.
And then for Sun. And then Ricky has his.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
I do want to talk specifically about the poison weapons that Ilaria and Asan have after this session, so remind me if I don't bring it up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Don't sound so fucking sad about it, God.
No, I said gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
You got 2 days.
Mm.
I'm gonna make a request of Erland. Would you be willing to cook up some arcane ink?
Ooh.
No. Here's. What do you think I was asking about? No, hold on. So I rolled a 2 out of a D3. All right, and here's what we're gonna do. All right. Common spell writing ink. My common recipes. 25 gold, 8 hours, DC 8. So I'd like to make 2 of those. One sec. Alchemy. That's 1. That's 2. These shouldn't be at advantage, but I didn't roll lower than an 8 in any of these, so. Ta-da! So by clicking off 50 gold from my materials, we've got ourselves 2 common spell writing inks. And And yeah, as we get ready for our little expedition and setting off and all that kind of stuff, I kind of bump Asan on the shoulder
Hmm?
with a hand. You turn
Erland?
to Erland. That hand opens, and in it are 2 vials, shimmering liquid, almost iridescent.
Hmm. And what's this?
It'll help you write down your spells.
Oh,
I've picked up a thing or two from the circles. I know y'all mages go crazy for this shit.
I definitely appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.
And then I will go and copy some spells.
Okay. Which ones are you copying?
I have 2 spell scrolls left, which is for Agonizer's Scorcher and Hold Person.
And these can cover any spell from levels 1 to 3. Per usage.
So I can do both of those. So
Yeah.
does that negate the cost or just make it cheaper?
It should, right?
What's the wording?
It costs 25 in material cost to make it, right? Like as a potion, right? And the actual wizardy stuff, right, is that it costs 2 hours and 50 gold per level of the thing. So presumably, I don't know.
What's
I'll
the
post
wording?
this thing.
Yeah.
You tell me. Yeah. I'll find the thing. We'll post it, and then we'll figure that out there. But
While he's doing that, any questions about the magic items that you all got? Everybody good with those?
Yeah, I'm great with that.
Tony, did you finish reading the novel we sent you?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay.
If I have questions, I think I know who the DMs are, so I could
What?
always make you guys answer my
Who?
questions.
They never respond to me.
Who the fuck is this DM you're speaking of?
Who is this
Dungeon Master?
Doom?
I don't have a master. The fuck?
Who's sliding into your
I-
DMs, Tony?
I cannot be controlled. There is no master.
The master
Can be
has
used for
given
level 1 to 3
Dobby a
spells,
sock.
scrolls, and books.
Fennec
Tony
just
is a
went,
DM.
me. Fennec, why are you sliding into Tony's DMs?
Yeah, I'd say it negates the cost of writing down the spells, but
It's probably just stuff, Gianna.
yeah, I'd say it negates the
literally
cost,
it.
but still takes 2 hours.
Per level.
Yeah.
Alright, so I will spend 2 hours per spell level, so that is 8 hours of one of these 2 days.
Fucking nerd.
Yep. And I'm gonna go add those spells.
It's
Saw
economic.
locking himself in a tent. Leave me alone.
You all leave the elven encampment and proceed through the forest. Magic items in tow, with a full kind of like belly full of food for the first time in a while. You all usually either like skip breakfast or like scarf down something really quick before you set off on the road. This time you feel a little bit more prepared. There's a strange kind of like variety of emotions as people walk through the woods. The hunters are always on guard regardless of how deep you all are into the forest. A few children came along, ones that seem to either show a potential for magic or others that are just kind of like bookworms.
Nerds.
Yeah, the fucking dorks went on the field trip.
Or bring the nerds with us.
Yeah. A few Hala are in tow. Others, kind of like, Asan, your mom specifically, seems to just kind of like be enjoying the walk. Mostly leaving it up to everybody else to have like the perimeter covered, and is mostly just like, saddles up to you guys, like a 2 hours into the walk, just goes, I packed some snacks with me. Do you guys want anything?
Yes, please.
And she pulls out just like little like baked treats. It's the joke of like, oh, it's a fried dough with like stuff inside. That every culture has. Yeah. It's a little bit more like savory and salty than a lot of like Orlesian foods, but still delicious. And just kind of like walks with you guys and chats with Asan or Saradwin for like what you guys are excited about to see, what you have seen, what there's going to be, what to look out for. Everybody, give me a perception check, please.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Give me one moment. I'm just copying down the spell, and then do a perception.
Ooh, nat 20, first in a while.
Wow.
My elf ears, from the from the pastry.
Your elf ears from the pastry.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Let me type that down.
You guys also, back before you went, Brandy did ask the clan to deliver some dragonhide to her father. They all said, of course, and one of the scouts kind of like made their way. Walking through the forest, is it safe to say that your guard is a little bit down for everybody that rolled perception except for Ilaria? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, at least for Asan, definitely. I mean, we took care of the biggest predator in the area and kicked the Tevinter's ass.
Yeah.
So
And
I think
traveling
Asan's like,
takes a while.
what else can this throw at us?
Yeah.
What else can go wrong? Uh-oh.
And traveling takes a while, so presumably more time for potions?
Yeah,
Oh.
I would think that like Shepard's mind is just on other things. currently,
Well, if
so
we're not
he's
bringing the
like,
cart,
fully
you don't
intent.
have a place for the
Oh yeah.
the potions,
We're all
right?
like everyone in the clan just kind of going on foot then, huh?
Oregon trailing it.
Real.
Well, I mean, the Asan's riding Tennis, but
No.
For one reason or another, your minds drift either to conversation or to something more inward. I think perhaps for Shepard, seeing like a son and Saradwin enjoy their family so much, you just feel a little bit like homesick.
Oh.
And just your mind wanders. I think Ilaria has learned to never let her guard down. And even in this like common, like very like almost safe space, surrounded by people, elven archers, hunters, people who have lived with a perceptive ability for their entire lives, with a fucking Mabari hound, there's always something inside of Ilaria that just keeps you a little bit on edge. And you are the first to spot a figure moving incredibly fast through the trees. You see it first, and then you hear a snap of a root. And then a cacophonous, thunderous step through the woods. I'd say you have like time to warn the rest of the group before this creature springs on you.
I don't know specifically where it is, but I'll shout something to the mention of like on your left or to the east. And, yeah.
As you do that, several hunters like notch their arrows, fire off, and there's silence as the arrows sail through the air, impale into tree trunks far off in the distance. Everybody, you're on like high alert now, as a large gray creature pushes over a tree and steps through into view and roars louder than you thought possible, kind of like shattering this like little bubble of safety. Children and those that can't fight immediately back off. Archers again notch their bows as a gray render prepares to attack. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Great.
Boy.
You guys want to see what it looks like?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be
Is this
badass.
Theater of the Mind one?
What's up?
Is this Theater of the Mind?
No, there's a map.
Oh, okay.
Give me a valid time.
Sorry. I apologize.
That's what it looks like.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You wanted to send the results
great.
roll to the
Damn.
time tracker, but no valid was.
A face not even its mother could love.
Damn.
How do you
This-
roll if?
This
Oh.
motherfucker looked like hay
But
bye.
like too early. Is that what I did?
A little bit, but you're
I-
good. You're good.
Yeah, you're fine.
I love that I asked the question, like, are we getting a map? And then people started rolling anyway. I'm like, that's why I was asking.
I didn't
That's
know
why
you,
I
like,
was
asking.
you had to be on the stage. That's my bad.
Is that from the fucking Avatar
Beautiful.
live action?
Yeah.
Patooey!
Aw.
My friends and I watched through all of it just so we can like see, right, what it was like, and I have.
Is that like that
There are
smell
things.
beast or whatever it is?
No, it's hay bye. It's hay bye. He's just angry
it's
because
that
of
one.
deforestation. Also, by the way, I didn't know. Mark, why didn't you tell us? You are literally in Netflix live adaptation.
What?
You're
What?
there. You're there.
What?
I'll send the picture.
my
Hold on, I'll
God.
find it. You're there. It's literally you. I can't believe. You had like
Oh,
an
no.
entire scene.
It's
You wanted
either
to
going
kill
to be
Zuko.
incredibly insulting or really surprising.
No,
I can't
deadass.
believe it's not Mark.
Can't believe it's not Mark. I'll find it. But yeah.
I get a lot of celebrity look-alike things, and like I don't really look like any of them. I just kind of look like a Walmart version of all of them combined.
Walmart.
That's-
Ah, the Walmart. The only
was-
one. The only
There was
that
one that was
really nails
really
it.
close. Is
Yeah.
this what you're gonna say?
Parker
Yeah,
Schnabel.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that was.
You look like the
Like-
guy from what's that movie about like those like little blue men that go on like a road trip to find their dad?
Oh
What?
yeah.
Oh my
Onward.
god.
Onward.
Disney.
Those little blue. Apparently they're elves.
Oh, sure.
What?
Anyway, hold on.
Oh shit, that is Mark.
Yeah.
It's literally Mark. He was gonna. He
well,
was, he
well,
wanted to
before
kill Zuko.
before he like grew his hair out and got a beard.
1 sec. Let me.
Oh my
pull
god,
up
that is Mark.
this guy.
Where is this posted?
It's a meme.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to. Okay, no, hold on.
Okay,
No.
that was
Explain this
just
this time.
Mark, but in blue Sharpie.
Hold on, I'll fix this. There we go.
What is? Hold on.
This guy from Alaskan Gold Rush. I'm not gonna say now, but at one point in my life, I looked
Yes.
exactly like this.
I was there for that point in life, and
Yeah.
I can
Now that I've
guarantee
gotten
that it's the truth.
older and my weight's changed and a couple of other things happened, I no longer look identical. But for a while, I looked like identical to this guy.
Identical to that guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was really angry. At the Fire Nation.
Everybody's really angry at the Fire Nation.
Who isn't
Oh.
angry at the Fire
Okay.
Nation?
Yes, please
Speak, Kat.
move yourselves on the map
Oh.
wherever you would like to be. Do not get within, I'd say like 30 feet of it.
Oh,
I'm staying away for the time being.
I'm gonna hide behind a dog.
As in, like, don't place yourself so close to it because, like, you wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I just,
Yeah.
I love that Alar. I love that you said, yeah, I'm gonna place myself behind the dog and immediately went behind Indra instead.
No, that's
True.
the pig. This is-
No, no.
No.
it's
Behind
nasty.
Indra, it is.
Nice dog.
Like those TikToks.
I'm no dog.
Orland
No.
would simply be. Aren't we on a
Look at
trail?
that
Yeah,
dog.
he would simply be on the trail.
I feel like Shepard would be next to Ash. I feel like that's not crazy.
That's fair.
Ash's second handler.
Who wants
Oscar.
Ash's stat block control?
I feel like Tony should.
Okay.
Yay!
Foster dad.
You get to be dog handler.
Dog handler.
I'm like, if no one says anything, I want to do it.
It's like a void.
Tony,
But,
I know
Mark,
who
are they
you
not
are.
at least a little similar?
Okay.
Huh?
Ricky, do you want to play as the Grey Render or the other guys?
Um,
We're fighting a Heibai.
I'll play as the. I already added them to
Okay.
the order.
Did
I'll
Ash's
play
initiative
as
get
the other
rolled?
guys.
Okay.
Ash's initiative did not get rolled yet.
Please roll for them.
Oh, and Brandy got
Where,
new bow stuff,
does Ash
new
have
items.
like I can't like click something on the sheet, right?
Yes. Ash has a
Because I have his
Okay,
his
I think he
thing
just
in
rolled dexterity.
Dragon Age characters.
Yeah. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, we're taking that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Nice. Good
Oh, so
job.
like, if I do that.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It just looks
No, no,
different
no, all
than,
good.
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
it's an NPC sheet.
if you kind of like scroll over the like actions and then click like the bite, for example. Yeah.
numb.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Okay, great.
Can't believe you
Everybody
clicked that.
everybody in a position that they like?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for the Grey Render.
How bad?
If somebody guesses the correct number, I'll give them inspiration.
Natural
13.
one.
Yeah, you got it, Mark.
Woo!
21.
I'm like, that laugh is either a natural 20 or a natural 1. So I had a 50-50.
Yeah, but this is Alex, so you had a 75-25.
What does that mean?
You don't have as crazy luck as Ricky does when behind the DM table.
Wow. You're so
It's
mean
just
to me.
Ricky's dice rolls will fuck us.
You're so mean to
Very
me. for a while.
masochistic dice rolls.
Speaking of which,
Actually,
hold
no,
on.
sadistic.
You're
The other
so,
one is.
so mean to me, and for what?
You're mean to me sometimes.
Well,
Dumb idiot.
fucking Josh had a point about something. Hold on.
Yeah.
There is no middling
He's
number
proven
on
right.
my dice apparently.
I feel like it's only noticeable because Ricky makes a big deal about every dice roll that he rolls, and I'm just like, oh, I got an absolute 20, and then I move on.
I like rolling dice.
And Ricky's just like, oh, guys, you're never gonna believe this. 10 minutes later, you're never gonna fucking believe what I just rolled.
No, it's the times when it's like, all right, so 6 of them need to make dex saves. They have a +1 to this, and
Three
they need to
natural
be
20s.
17.
Yeah, because Ricky usually
And
rolls
then-
for
and
those,
then-
so like he'll have like a higher chance to roll like
Mhm.
as many dice as he wants. Also, he DMs like 2
Yeah.
other campaigns for you guys. I'm just having
Yeah, I know he does. I mean, specifically in this campaign, his dice are killing me.
Very much killing you.
L moment. All right.
Yeah, L
And
ratio.
all you did was get a poisoned sword? Come on now.
I mean,
Ilaria, you're up.
Get some armor on. It's get some armor on. It's worth the twink death.
He is wearing armor.
Better.
It's worth the twink death.
Better
Am I
armor.
considered half cover behind Mr. Big Horse and Mr. Big Tin Man?
That's a good point.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. And I got to use Supreme Sneak. Oh shit. Hold on. Pulling out my dice.
Your dice aren't out yet. Amateur hour.
I had to pick out the D20s from all my stashes. 18 plus. I can do math. It's 18 plus 13.
Do the math, please.
Oh, you hate 31?
31. You got it. I'll say you get half cover for that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot. What? Pew. I don't know. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Okay. And let me roll. I do get sneak attack, right? Yes.
No, not from
Cool.
behind
Oh,
cover.
dang.
You're not. No, you're not hidden. I wouldn't consider hiding.
Okay.
I'd say you have like a bonus to your AC.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And that's it.
Is it short bow? Shit. It dealt some damage, but darn.
Is that your turn, or do you want to dash anywhere? Or you
I'm
wanna
actually
stay-
gonna move a little more behind it. Just move around. There you go. That's it.
All right. Legendary action. This thing is going to run up to Erland and attack you. It does have
boy.
disadvantage. You rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Well, no, it has disadvantage on its first attack because of its natural 1 on initiative.
Right, yeah.
So with its claws. All right. Well, lucky for you, it rolled a natural 20. On the other one, it rolled a 17, so that'll still be a 25 to hit.
25 would hit.
Alright, that's gonna be 16 slashing damage.
Ow.
Alright, that's gonna be that. Shepard, you're up.
What you gonna do, big man? You're in Dragon Age.
So, I remember we were talking about this last time. Does this count as flanking, or do I have to
Nope.
be here?
Right there.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Cool. Shep is gonna get all angry. Like, truthfully, Shepard is just lately the only thing he's thinking about is his people. And he's thinking they might have traveled these roads, and he's worried that maybe they got attacked by something like this. What could have happened? And while he's like almost more having like an anxiety attack, he rages.
You already
That's
in a
my
dark
secret
place.
cap.
Yeah.
That's my secret cap. I'm always anxious.
So he is
Oh.
going to take a swing. Actually, can I use the Hunter's Great Axe yet?
Yeah.
Can? Okay. I didn't know if we technically attuned to it yet, or we're not gonna.
I'd say enough
Does it
time.
even need attunement?
Yes, it does. I'd say enough time passed that you could attune to it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's gonna be my first swing with it. Oh, I do get advantage because of the thing needed button.
Yeah.
Flanking. So I'm gonna click that button.
Nice.
Oh shit!
So
Brutal critical.
There's a lot of numbers I gotta do.
A lot of numbers.
Okay.
Ricky, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna ask what type of damage are you choosing?
Oh, I forgot I had to do that.
It doesn't get double.
sorry
Like,
about
like
that.
we don't use crit rules on that. Or did we say we are, Ricky?
I think we agreed
Didn't
that we were
work
going to
for
try it
us
out for a
forever.
little bit.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
if it seems too overpowered, we were gonna dial it back.
What VTAR do
I
you
think
have on?
it would have. It's the normal one he always has on.
Okay, so that is which damage are you using?
It would be fire. I
Fire?
think.
Okay.
I think fire.
So,
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the normal damage, and then we'll do everything else. So this is my damage roll. Okay.
So 12, and that's your strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 plus your strength, and then did you add your rage
Oh no,
damage?
12. Sorry, 12 does include my strength mod already.
Okay,
I believe, in the equation.
And
it doesn't have my rage mod though.
which is +2?
+3.
Plus, okay, so +3,
Shepherd.
plus 12, plus, how much damage is it? 2d6. So plus 12, plus 3, plus 12, plus another
The,
12, plus,
I was hold on.
plus
Wait,
another,
this is
plus another 2d12, plus 2d6. Right?
My brain, bro.
So for Brutal Critical, he already rolled one of the d12s.
So, and then he adds another...
D12.
Well, 2 more d12s because of his axe, and then his Vitar.
My Vitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did I just do R/2d12 maybe? Do?
Yes.
Or should I do it separately?
Yeah, slash R, space 2d12. And then slash R space 2d6.
It's gonna deal a lot.
Okay, and then plus 3 plus 12 plus 12. So, calculator.
Oh, my brain.
Plus his
Oh,
strength
I
mod.
actually can I can do that, Alec.
Is that plus his strength mod too?
Yes.
So 5 plus 3 plus
My-
12 plus
No.
my strength mod-
The strength is already added.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength mod was added to the initial weapon damage.
Clean.
A lot.
So, what's the
Yeah.
number?
The total number would be, if my fucking I gotta
Okay, I'll do it.
after no, it's fine. My keyboard's been acting weird since I downloaded that fucking proctoring extension.
Have you
63.
uninstalled it?
63 points of
God
damage.
damn.
Nice.
Oh,
And do you want to
that
know
would kill him.
my favorite part of this whole thing?
What?
Mm-hmm.
That was my first.
Second
Yeah, that's
attack.
your first attack.
attack.
Oh, it needs to make a save.
It does, yes.
On save against burning.
Con save.
Yeah.
What is? Oh, let me go into your.
So it says it's DC
Yeah.
8 plus proficiency bonus.
So-
Would that be my strength?
Yeah.
12.
Plus
So-
plus your Constitution.
Oh, plus
So
my
yeah. So go into
con.
your spells and then.
I'm sorry, straight up. So plus my con modifier is my con is plus 3.
Yeah.
15.
If you go into your spell tab,
Yeah.
it shows it right there. Your spell save DC.
Oh,
We'll
15.
count that. We'll count that as your like DC for all of your abilities.
Okay, so it's 15.
All right, cool. What's its con?
Pretty good, I imagine.
Yeah.
It looks like it's it could, is it weird to look at a monster and be like, he could drink a bunch of beer and be fine?
No, absolutely not. It's not weird.
It's like
There's like a little bit of a sexual undertone, but like don't worry about it. It got a 9, by the way.
I could take
Okay,
him.
so apologies. This is going well. What happens on fail?
It'll deal
On
take damage at the start of its turn.
it's just a damage, right?
Yeah, the creature
No, no,
takes
no.
1d6 of
So-
fire damage at the start of its next turn,
Okay,
and this effect stacks.
cool.
All right, second attack.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're choosing fire again?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that I could just it's like a little switch, and I could be like tick 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 tick. You can change it every turn.
We'll do it like you can change it for
'Cause
now. We'll see if like it's too overpowered, and we'll make it a bonus action.
I like the idea. I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be too overpowered to change the damage. I think I should have to do it, like at the beginning of a fight. And what I pick is,
Like it lasts for a minute.
a minute would be fair because that's
Okay.
how many turns in combat. That's a
Like
lot.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
so-
played Monster Hunter before.
Yeah, so I think I should have to be fire again.
Action to-
I was gonna click the button, so sorry for taking so long.
all good.
Being able
We're
to
still
switch it
playing
in
with
combat's a
Jesus
cool
fucking
idea.
Christ.
Here's the thing. We put this fight in so you guys would get used to your new weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
We're
this
trying
time
it
I
out.
can just click this, and that'll
That's
be
what we get.
Yeah. So it would be
19.
12 plus 7 fire damage plus my 3 points for rage, so 22 points total.
What's the total for that one? Sorry.
This would be 22 points total.
Okay, 22 points total. I added the stipulation: the type of damage you choose lasts for 1 minute unless you use an action to change it. Which I think an action is fair. Like
Very fair.
Yeah, like it takes up. You could use 2 attacks for that. But it also does add the thing of like, oh, okay, if I'm facing like a bunch of fire creatures and I chose fire, like I still have a chance to maybe mitigate that.
I agree.
All right, so 22. God damn, you tore through this thing. You like run up immediately, whack a slash against its back. It's bleeding out like almost like a geyser of blood, just like drowns you as this creature screams in pain and horrible terror, and then like turns around to face you, and this smirk goes across its face as it is like ready to like eat you at this point. Is that going to be Shepard's turn?
Yeah, it also has the ancestral protectors on it, in case it decides to attack someone else for whatever reason. I think they would probably look at me, but...
What's its intelligence? Not great. Yeah, legendary action, it's going to kind of like forego its movement and just attack you with its claws. Actually, no, it won't. It's scared of you.
Oh. I thought it wanted to eat me.
It does. There's something smaller it can eat instead. It's going to run over here and attack the dog.
No, you fuck.
You get an attack of opportunity. Erling gets an attack of opportunity.
Do we? So for attack opportunities, it's not at advantage, right? Because
what did we just say?
It would have left our range.
Because for
Meaning
leaving
it wouldn't
a
be in
range,
flanking.
it would not be flanking, right?
By the time it left your both of your ranges, it
Okay.
It would be in perfect alignment.
Yeah.
A 16 does not hit.
And that.
A 16 does not hit.
That's
We
crazy.
suck.
You know what might though? You know what might? If I add an extra 2.
An 18 does not hit either.
Focus aim. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
What is this? What is Ash's AC?
Yeah,
that'll hit.
14.
Yeah, that'll hit. With its...
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, making sure. Although Ash has resistance because of ancestral protectors.
It does. Look at that. Yippee. All right, 2d8.
Yippee wahoo!
Please don't hurt the dog.
10 points.
It's gonna hurt the dog.
10 points have to 5.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you already used your reaction. You can't even reduce it.
Alrighty. Ash's turn.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write down Ash's HP because I don't know how to change it on here.
You change it on the token.
I already changed it for you, don't worry.
Oh, thank you. I guess Ash is gonna say, "Hey man, fuck you," but in dog, so it's ruff, ruff.
Wait, hold on. We have something for this.
I didn't appreciate that very much.
Oh god. No.
There it is.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
mute your
so
soundboard.
Ash is going to look in his bag of tricks and go for the bite. Num?
24 hits.
Num num.
You click on the name to roll the damage.
There it is. Num.
No.
Bite.
The
Attack.
the name in the chat. The name of the attack in the chat. There you go.
11 piercing. Nice.
Creature must make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Is there no size?
On
Restriction?
here, it does not say it. I don't know if that was a.
Let me look up the. This is based off of a different stat block. Let me go look that up.
I feel like there should be a size restriction for that.
you talking about? No, dog good.
The dog trick dog.
The dog is a really good boy. It's not gonna knock a Titan over, you guys.
There is no size limit.
I feel like there should
or
be.
roll
No,
any-
no, it's just a little dog.
I feel like there should be a size limit, man.
I mean, it's technically no more than
If you
one
needed
size
to.
larger.
Yeah, it is no more than one size larger.
It's a dog, guys.
It's a
You
dog
underestimate
that's
what a
your
dog
throat.
can do.
No, I don't think I do.
Go for it.
I don't think I
Drag-
do underestimate. I think you guys are overestimating how big a dog is.
No,
I don't
just
know.
a-
You guys
just
have
a
played the
bar.
game. How big's a Mabari Warhound?
They're supposed to be like a breed, cross between pit bulls and wolves.
They bite really hard at the very least.
They bite hard, and also, there are dogs specifically trained to hunt fucking bears.
Quick, Ash, go for the crotch.
Go for the crotch.
I'm gonna say I think there should be a size restriction. Like, medium creatures or smaller, because unless you guys invest in like an Ash upgrade, I feel like that should be the line.
We can get an Ash upgrade?
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't know how.
Magic war paint.
I don't fucking care. Yeah, there are like so you guys have seen
Indra's
like Indra
drug
paint-
addiction.
No. Indra has painted Ash's skin like different kinds of war paint before, and then like swiped it across his face so Ash doesn't get confused by like the various smells of combat.
Bloodlust.
So if you guys like look for or like find some like Mabari war paint, I will allow not Ash to knock down large creatures. For now, no. It feels very silly to me.
Alright, well, Ash gets a second bite attack.
Yeah, let's go Ash.
Get it again.
So, bite. None?
26 hits. Ash is rolling great this combat.
One would hope.
That's just rolling
Nom.
fucking great.
Num num num!
Alright.
Good dog.
Are you gonna put it anywhere else, or is that
I'm
Ash's
worried.
turn?
You know, okay. So. So they would have, if Ash tries to get away, would they do have disadvantage on, no, or does that cancel out? No, I don't know how that works. Brain small.
Why would it get advantage?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. I'm like, is
It
it
won't.
giving, like...
It would have disadvantage.
It won't. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then for Ash's safety,
Give me a
I am
perception check
going
before you do
There.
that.
Keep it there.
for Ash,
Yes,
or
please.
for... Okay.
And you can have
can I
advantage on
just
you can have
roll-
advantage on this.
Just roll wisdom, I guess?
Yes.
As a
15.
dog.
You can as Ash, you can see creatures coming in from this point, and I'll just put them on the board.
Bark, bark, bark.
Bjorf.
You can see
Enemy.
like wolves coming out of the woods.
Enemies
So just to
approaching.
let you know where you want to
Okay.
place the
We are going to move Ash. Ash has a movement of up to 50 feet, so I can put Ash just about anywhere I want. And I personally, for one, love this dog. So I am going to move the dog. Let's say, like, right next to the sun.
Okay. Does Asan love the dog?
Of course.
You did.
The dog is the best part of Indra.
That's that's fair. All right, dire wolves, you're up.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
Since they are back to back,
Dwarf.
just gonna rotate around to here. Rotate around to here. And they are gonna bite Ilario.
They're gonna bite Ilaria.
They're gonna bite Ilaria.
Bite Ilaria.
Dwarf.
They have advantage because they have pack tactics. That's gonna fucking hit.
Like an uncanny dodge.
You can uncanny dodge one of them. Both are
Or-
normal hits, so
Okay.
Ilaria, I need you to make 2 strength saves.
Ah! Oh. Okay. Dun, da, da. Oh.
Oh.
Well, one is a 9 and one is a 4.
Don't worry about telling me the other one. The effect already takes place. You can't go prone twice.
Oh no! Wait, so I'm
You can't.
prone.
All right, so you are currently prone.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And they still need to deal damage to you. Give me 1 second.
Fun. Fun.
The first one deals 10 damage.
Yep. That'll.
Are you going to uncanny dodge that before I roll the second one?
No, I'm gonna wait for the second one.
Okay. The second one is 15 damage.
Okay, so is that what, 8 or 7?
Rounded down. So
To 7.
Yeah.
39. I don't see my bar going down, but I'm at 39.
It went down.
Okay,
Just restart your roll 20.
got it.
Indra.
Indra, he's just gonna attack the
Biggin.
No, you can reach the dire wolves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, I'm gonna heal Ilaria.
Thank you.
For meow. 20 points. How much did you lose?
I lost.
17 total.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll heal you for 17.
Thank you. Thank you all. My spirit has been healed.
And then I'm gonna attack this dire wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, get his ass.
There's a joke to be made here somewhere.
We just called Indra a dog a few seconds ago, so.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Meets. You are fine. Roll damage.
Let's go!
Yay.
That's gonna be 16 points of piercing damage. And I'll first level smite.
Okay, roll the damage.
2d8.
I do not think these things are fiends nor undead, so I think you get the base smite damage.
8 points of radiant.
Bonk. Alright, second attack.
Second attack. Here it comes. Big money.
Big money, no whammies.
That's a 2.
Never mind, whammies.
No, he whammies. He's gonna stay there. That's
Okay.
my turn.
Ass on, ass off.
Let's go.
Fine. I hate when you do it.
What, ass on, ass off?
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. Alright, a bonus action. A Blade Song. Puts me at that much AC. Touch tanks. And then I'm going to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to help out Indra. Lincoln. Let us do Green Flame Blade.
Alright.
At
Attack number
advantage.
1.
19 hits. Correct.
Yes. Cool. Were you attacking the gray render? Or yes, okay.
Yeah, the big boy.
Alright. 10 points of piercing and 9 fire. How do you want to do this?
Oh, dang.
That is exactly the number that you needed. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
I think while it's distracted with Indra, I'm going to sprint up.
And up its ass.
Nice try. Jump into the air and plunge my dagger directly through the back of its head. Dagger right here.
Nice.
Alright.
The creature screams out in pain and topples to the ground.
And just out of range to do anything with a second attack, so I'm here for support.
Indra gives you a high five.
Alright. That is Asan's turn. Earth, land.
And it's okay, Mark. I know how you feel. Now. Yeah. Erlen's just like, damn, can't even have a nice walk through the woods anymore now, can we? Thanks for the save, big guy. I'll take it over from here. We're so fast. We're going to bonus action Step of the Wind. And just teleport behind, like, these wolves. Actually, I don't even think we need to Step of the Wind. Hold on. Well, this is like a tree formation? Is this movable?
Yeah, you can move.
Nah,
You
fuck
should
it.
be
We'll
fine
step.
to just do that.
You're good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Alright. We'll do this. So we'll be over here, 35 feet, and then move over there for that. And we can just start thwacking some wolves. So here's one attack with Grovel Thrash. Also, wait, did I even use the right one last time? I didn't, but that didn't matter. It's okay. Grovel Thrash.
Yeah, that hits.
24 to hit.
Which one are you hitting?
The one directly in front of me here.
Okay.
So we're gonna have... So I'm pretty sure if I move you here and... Oh, actually, hilariously enough, hold on. I might be able to do something funny. So, I'd actually like to target this one specifically, because I have a plan.
Okay.
This one specifically is gonna be the subject of my ire, taking 16 bludgeoning, on top of sharing the pain for a bit of extra damage.
You don't need to.
We don't even need it. Amazing. So, this one I'd like to use the Crusher Feat to move right over here.
Why?
Get out
You
of
out of
my
the
way!
And I'll move over here, because I still have like a fuck ton of speed from... Yeah, no. We can Step of the Wind, or whatever. Doesn't even actually matter. We have like a million movement. But now we can actually try to swing second attack, right, with Grovel Thrash, and end their life.
Okay. Nope.
Unless we do not. Unless we actually do, because we have the power of a focused aim. Hold on. Have we considered this? What if I bump 3 ki into this?
16
Okay.
hits.
Would a
Erlen
19
wants this
hit?
wolf dead.
No,
Would a 19 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What
I
if
think-
we just...
A 19 hits by a
Yeah?
lot.
So wait, no, actually, no, hold on. I need to click the actual Grovel Thrash name. To deal 15 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
as well as sharing the pain for an additional 7.
Okay, it's still up.
It's still up by some miracles. Alright, we got that, we did that, and yeah, Step of the Wind, speed, that's all we got for now. But this thing is not having a good time. At least it won't be, yeah, soon enough.
Yeah, it's my turn. I am going to shoot the dog.
What dog?
This one. The wolf over here. The wolf over here.
You have a dog like right
Yeah.
next to you. That's our friend.
I didn't see where Ash was. I'm not gonna lie.
You think Old Yellering is a free action?
Indra would kill you. Indra and Shepard, for that matter.
I think the whole party would just kill you. I'm sorry,
I think
dog.
the
You gotta
party
go.
just eats you.
I'm sorry, dog. You just gotta go. Yeah. Just okay. I'm going to shoot this wolf over here. Going to use one of my favorite foes for the day. And that should just be... Yeah, that's just Hunter's Mark, essentially. Damage. 16 on the first one. Second attack against that same wolf.
Oh.
Well, Brandy.
That might be enough.
I have a feeling that wolf is
Not having a good time.
not having a good time now.
How much was it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think it's just, I don't really care to
It's
count that much.
we're not we don't we're not counting that much damage, but fucking hell.
And Ilaria
That
can
one's
get
gone,
revenge.
That one's gone. That one's gone.
Hey, Ilaria, would you like to get up?
But that would... Sorry, that takes, what? My
Half your
reaction?
movement.
Half my movement. Yes. And you know what?
You're
I
flanking.
hate this wolf.
Erland has helped set you up. What do
Yeah.
you got?
I was gonna poison it with my cool dagger. Which is...
You gonna use one of your uses on it?
You know what? I don't think it's worth the giant coral snake venom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do have. You know what? Fine. Giant coral snake venom. I'm gonna use it. That's a DC 16 con save. Yum, 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 yum. And then once it fails, I'll let you know more. I'm just gonna hit it with my...
If it even survives the sneak attack.
I'm gonna hit it with my dagger.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. You got advantage on this. Roll again.
Oh, wait, okay.
That's funny.
Ilaria. Sweetheart.
Does a 13 hit at all?
You try.
No. It
Yeah.
just barely misses, in fact.
Hold on. Hold on. I do
You have an offhand.
my bonus. I have my offhand.
Yeah.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Can I argue that my offhand is the same dagger?
No.
Aww.
I allow a lot of bullshit. No.
Sneak attack does something at least.
But this means...
If you can land
Oh,
it.
sorry. Not pause. So the poison is not consumed because I'm reading it. I'm interpreting it as like bullets to charge
Yeah.
in the barrel.
Well, if you hit
So
them and cause the save,
it's
then
still in there.
it's still in there.
Okie
You-
dokie. Nobody touched that dagger to cut their apple.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look
Yeah.
at Apple.
So normal dagger attack at advantage.
Yeah.
There you go.
On sneak attack.
On a sneak attack. At
That's
level 9.
10d. That's 10d6. Yeah, we're just gonna.
Quite a few.
Wait. 5, 6, 5,
Well, 10d6 would have
and
been
another
what,
5.
60 plus whatever that is.
15
Oh, that-
plus
sorry.
6.
Sorry, why 10
No.
to 6?
Because I was still I
Okay,
forgot our
so
crit
it's
rules for a minute.
30 plus
30 plus
5d6.
5d6.
Yes. So it
If you
can
want to
get-
roll, you can.
you don't need to though.
You know
It's
what?
fucking dead.
It's for the high score.
Sure, yeah. Roll 5d6 and add 30.
Okay, so that was 5. Wait. 5, 6, 5, 5. One more.
5, 6,
Yeah, I know my math. Wait, no, shit, I don't know my math.
5, 31.
15.
Okay,
plus
15.
12,
15 plus
20.
so 20.
22.
No, 27.
What? Whoa, damn it.
So 27 plus 30 is
I
57.
sneak.
Nice. Yeah, it's dead. You just shoot your dagger through its
It's
throat. And it lands like by
How
Erlen's
dare you
foot.
make me look like a fool? She doesn't have saving face. It's just pure embarrassment.
All right. You guys kind of like signal to the rest of the clan that it's safe to kind of like come out of hiding. They've all hidden pretty well. They're kind of used to avoiding danger and not confronting it directly. Let's take a break here. You guys want to come back at 6:30?
Word.
Yeah, sure.
That we didn't like you didn't not like knock the guy over, but it's okay. Like you'll learn. The Elven clan are kind of like dusting themselves off a little bit. A tracker kind of like walks up to you guys, just goes, "Thanks for the warning. Just let us know if anything. We'll try to be more vigilant about this." And just kind of like nods at you, Elaria.
Sorry, I was like chewing.
No, all good. Do you know how long we have to go? Make a survival check.
Survival. Oop, let me turn off advantage.
19. About an hour. You've made like pretty good progress.
I have roughly an hour left.
Great, thanks. You set off once more. The danger gone. There isn't. The conversation doesn't return, though. People are a little bit more on edge, and I think everybody kind of realizes, right, there's a reason we didn't go into this forest. Everybody either give me a persuasion or... I'm essentially you guys are showing them like a route to take that is not dangerous and like kind of like the fastest way to the ruins, while also essentially showing them like how to get through different aspects of the area and like which creatures to avoid, which areas to be careful of. So like either persuasion or survival again, I'd say. Group like skill challenge to kind of like train the clan like how to get back essentially.
I'd like to argue in favor of bullshitting.
Okay.
In the sense of yeah, we passed through these woods like literally the other day. Yeah, we said that we killed a dragon, but we killed plenty other things along the way. Like that gray render, man, it's like you popped up one of those like every other tree, you know. But trust me, this place is real empty, almost creepily quiet. You know, passing through here.
Sure, either
It's
deception
funny
or
because
intimidation.
Erlen
Oh,
was
that's
checked
better.
out while we were traveling.
Thanks for that free inspiration earlier, Alex.
Yeah.
I am such a deceiver.
That's fine. You say that, and one of the hunters just goes, "Sure." But the like Erlen's deception like gives them like a little bit of like a confidence booster, and the rest of you guys explain like, okay, like it's good to be confident against these creatures. Like they're not that bad if you know what you're doing. You notice that everybody seems to be taking it a little bit more seriously and seems to be a bit more prepared. The walk is fairly silent. And then through...
Shut up.
You guys miss your train!
I can't help it.
And then a
The
train
Vinters have
off
advanced
down the
too
middle.
far.
No, if you guys really wanted to get here faster, you could just take the train.
Oh, but the walk is so scenic!
It's not even like a steam train, it's not a normal train, it's the fucking New Jersey light rail.
Yeah.
And put more coin into Tavinter's pockets? No, thank you.
Just jump it. No, there's
You
no.
pay for
No,
the train?
The Winter's just living in the 21st century, while the rest of the world is still bows and arrows.
Through the grove of trees, underneath a covering of leaves, you enter once more into the empty city of Arlathan. It's desolate, covered in dust. There's ruins across the expanse. And there is a moment that everyone that you brought with you almost like holds their breath as if they're too scared to engage with this. And Asan, you kind of have to like snap them out of it a little bit. As for, I think, the first time in a while, the two keepers just kind of look at each other and nod in reverence, respect. Keeper Adrahel looks over at Keeper Adlan. And there's just like a little quivering smile.
If there is one thing we can agree on, it is that we love our people.
And
So-
this is an important discovery for us all. Thank you for showing us the way.
Where would you like to start?
After you.
Oh,
Would I be able to borrow Briar for one moment?
I would not mind. We are all going to go our separate directions every now and again, so I will send for Briar if I need them.
All right.
Please.
And Asan's just going to... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, just really quick. Please do let us know if how far we should be going over here. It's a rather expansive city. We want to make sure we get to everything, but are there any dangers around here?
I believe we've already told them about the corpse flowers and things like that, right?
We'll say you have, yeah.
Okay, then
We'll make sure to have at least one hunter or fighter with every scouting group, and then just kind of like turns to the clans and begins kind of like divvying up tasks of like where to go, what to see, kind of like a rotation. For all of their bickering, this is an incredibly like structured expedition. They like did their due diligence with like assigning the roles and tasks and like where everyone's gonna go to make sure everybody sees everything, and they are planning to camp out here for a little bit and then return home after a couple of days.
There is one thing Brandy would do.
Oh, sorry, before Asan wanted to do a thing with Briar.
It was just a thing of Brandy is going to go show people the dragon corpse and written out for probably a scene, unless somebody wants to interact with the dragon corpse again.
Okay.
that'd be good.
Yeah, Asan, you wanted to speak with Briar.
Yes, we can keep it quick. I'm just... Asan is going to take the time to show Briar where the original temple was with the mural that I copied and gave to them.
So the temple is to Andruil. There's the mural to Andruil and Gillanine, and you kind of like show them around. They kind of like stare at it in almost reverence. I never thought I'd see something like this in my lifetime. Thank you.
Well, of course. Anyways, I'm gonna go catch up with the rest of the group.
Hold on. Your keeper wouldn't stop talking about you. And I think I didn't like you on the basis of that. I think I misjudged you, though. I appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to have helped. I think you are an excellent first, Briar. And you are definitely better than I would have been.
Is his son being truthful when he says that?
Yeah, I think he is.
Give me a
I
persuasion
think he
check.
realized at least at the time he left, he was definitely not a good choice. I think he's come to that realization at this point.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Is there anyone nearby I can use? Fuck it. No, I'm using the reroll.
Even lower.
Yeah, just do a flat roll for the reroll, right?
Flat. Get even lower.
Fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. That physically hurts me.
I think it's not something that you do. I think you're being as forthcoming as possible. I think you notice that Briar has so many like walls up that they're seeing this as just kind of like clan politics and not something that you're saying because you mean it.
It's impossible to imagine Hassan sincere.
From their
That's fair.
perspective,
I mean, that's fair.
From their perspective, like this is wildly like from what they've heard, like out of character, and so they're just unsure. And I think like they just kind of nod at you and like wait for you to leave so they can explore this by themselves.
Oh, if you hear something yelling from within a wooden crate further inside, don't open it. It's bad.
And they run off. they smile in like a of course and run off into the direction that you're pointing.
God damn it.
Help me! Let me out! Let me out!
Is anyone there? Because at this point, it's been like 3 days, 4 days.
You'll find out how long they can hold their breath. Anyway.
So, here's the thing. Here's the problem. It doesn't eat or breathe because it's a fade spirit. It's just trapped.
Anyway, we'll get. Briar loves fate spirits, so they're gonna get along
I was
great.
gonna say, I'm like, as I was saying, like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, Briar would be the person to absolutely go and do that immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what what is the question here? Yeah. So, let's just go down the list. As you're all kind of like walking around, Asan, you kind of like something catches your eye and you see a kind of like large, almost like archaeological dig happening with a lot of the clan's historians and like crafters who know how to like handle things potentially, and one of them kind of like waves you over. I think Ricky, you had something you wanted to do here?
I do actually. And
go
it's so who is exploring? Like by like either by themselves or in like smaller self-contained groups.
I think
'Cause I
everybody
know-
is. It just depends who you want in this scene.
It was going to primarily consist of Hassan.
Hassan is definitely the one who's most excited to spend like 2 or 3 days here exploring.
Okay. Hassan, do me a favor and roll. Let's call this. Let me count the amount of things I have. Roll a d6 for me.
A D6.
Yes.
E.
You find in this sprawling ruins, you find a little like structure that's kind of cut out of a much larger structure itself. You can tell that the larger portion is important to some degree. It has a lot of stylistic designs on it. It is made for very ceremonious. The larger building is a much more ceremonial thing, but the cutout of this is there's just a door and a window. Do you enter? Or do you look inside and enter? Like, what do you do when you find this, like, small hovel, essentially?
I mean, you know, this place is still unexplored. I'd want to do, like, either perception or survival, investigation, something like that, to make sure it doesn't seem dangerous.
You're better with investigation, correct?
I'm actually tied essentially with survival.
I would say either an investigation or a perception check, your choice.
An investigation.
There is nothing particularly dangerous in this building. Well, other than the supports. But you can tell that if it were to collapse, you would notice it well before
I'd have
someone.
time.
Yeah, you would have time to get the fuck out.
Especially with Misty Step.
Yeah.
There's enough
So
time for me to hear the wood creaking and go, nope, blink.
so you don't find anything terribly dangerous. You look through, you see like it's a long, you're now noticing that it's a much longer like interior to it. There are broken chairs, there's a table in the corner. There's like this strange counter that has little divots in it every so often. And as you're investigating this, what are some key details Hassan would latch on to normally?
Probably like any type of either writing or as much as I made fun of the pottery guy in the Teventer, pottery does actually have a lot of like pictures and stories on it usually. So I think just anything that like would be very obvious for like elven lore.
So you explore this place, you're trying to find anything. The walls, they are decorated, but not with writing. You see like the depiction of what appears to be 5 kids playing, holding hands, seemingly dancing in a circle. You check behind the counter. There is pottery underneath the counter itself. And it doesn't have stories depicted on them, but you see quite a bit of faded imagery of discs and what appears to be cuts of meat, and you're realizing you're in some sort of food place. You don't know if this could have ever been a butcher or a restaurant or even a bakery, but you can tell the divots in the counter line up with the openings of the pots underneath them.
Like place the okay, so this just seems like almost like a coal burning stove or something, right?
While investigating, you, I assume, very delicately like look inside the pot.
Yeah.
You do see evidence of burning in there. There's soot, there's the remains of what appears to be wood, and the creation of charcoal.
All extremely ancient and like essentially reduced to dust at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, but you can at least tell its sides are blackened with soot. Some of the pots are broken. The more intact ones are the ones you really looked inside of. And as you're looking behind the counter, you notice the floor is indented. And you can see paths. There is like one long trench, like very slight trench at the counter. And then occasionally you see a little path that leads to a different section.
This just seems like normal wear and tear of someone walking in the same spot for a while.
Yes.
Is that what I'm getting? Okay. I just like do I recognize like this the I'm just trying to a part of me like Mark brain thinks that I'm looking at an actual stove and I'm like trying to figure out does Asan know what he's staring at? Is this just this just a normal
Asan,
stove, like a coal burning or wood burning stove, something like that?
it's more of a. It's more of, yeah. It would be a. It would be a coal burning stove essentially.
Okay.
But it's more of like a stove that we would know it that can fry things on top of it, rather than one you can just shove shit into.
Yeah, okay. But I'm just saying, like, this technology that Asan already knows about, right?
Yes, this is
Okay.
this is something almost anybody can have access to.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like essentially the actual like kitchen for the restaurant. I'm just gonna wander throughout the little hovel, see if I can find anything else interesting.
There seems to be another opening, the remnants of a door that has rotted away a long time ago. You
Yeah.
poke your head in and you see you essentially see like a storeroom. There is bread that has been turned to stone, essentially.
Yes, I see petrified bread.
Yeah, you see basically petrified bread. A lot of things seem to have been ransacked or destroyed, and whatever is left is so ancient that it has either rotted away or has just straight up petrified.
Yeah. I'm sure some of the racks is just covered in dust that was probably once food.
Yeah. And you do find, with 16, you do find the evidence that yes, this has been straight up ransacked by intelligent creatures.
Yeah, so this isn't. We are obviously not the first people to have found this place.
You're not the first people, you're most likely not the last, but there was a last person that has seen actual food in this place before.
Mm-hmm.
And they're most likely long dead.
Yes. I was gonna say, if they stole stuff from here, that means that was at a time when all the stuff was at least mostly good.
And you don't necessarily find writing, but you do find along the more intact shelves that are straight up built into the building itself, you find strange glyphs next to each of the racks.
I'll copy those down. Do I recognize anything about them?
It seems to have. I don't think you would actually.
All right, I'll copy them down and make a note of like where I found them. That like I believe this is some sort of restaurant or bar or something like that.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Huh?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You feel
How's that?
in the back of your mind a voice that has gone quiet over the past couple of days, like a rumbling ocean. You know that you have the ability, you could have the ability to read such language again for a price. And it just kind of like nags at you a little bit. That's it.
I just think I'll take it under consideration, but I'm not worried about that now. I'm just gonna copy them to the best of my ability into my notes.
Okay. It's simple enough. You could just press paper against wall and charcoal drawing.
Mm-hmm.
or rubbing, sorry, not drawing. The long and short of it is that you would bring this to one of the keepers or one of the firsts. They take a quick look at it, go through their own notes. It seems to be different food items, or at least the names of different food items. What you were looking at was an inventory, essentially.
Mhm. The restaurant was organized enough to have labels on the shelves.
Meaning that it probably had a lot of business.
Mm-hmm. Once a very popular place before the city was abandoned.
What is everyone else doing?
Playing bodyguard for the most part.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think Indra's just kind of like keeping to himself, and like if any of the like scouting groups or whatever needs like an extra set of hands, he'll just kind of like go along. Shepard and Ilaria, you kind of like find yourselves wandering a little bit. You head out a little bit further than the rest, mostly because you're a little bit more confident than the groups, but also because you're just kind of curious what's at the far reaches of the city. And it's kind of like up in this like forested mountain, but amidst the trees there is a slight kind of like downward slope at the edge of the city, and it leads into a kind of like large open expanse. There's like a little bit of a mountainside and hills, creating like a little bit of a fence around, and the horizon is peppered with trees. The grass is overgrown, and you see a tiny little like farmer's hovel standing nearby. There's a rotting fence, and what seems to be like animal supplies. Yeah.
This place is probably beautiful at some point. I mean, it still kind of is, but...
I'll do this with Shepard and Ilaria, actually.
Sure.
Which one of you would like to roll the d6 for me?
Laura, go ahead.
Okay. It's a 3.
It's a 3. Well, while you're walking and exploring, you find a smaller structure. Not attached to anything, it's just its own little stone, essentially cube. Shepard, with your passive perception, not even gonna make you roll anything.
Okay.
If it were to collapse, it would not deal damage to you, it would just inconvenience you. Does not seem like it would be trapped.
So it's like a little building?
It's just a little building.
Shepard wants to look inside.
You walk in and you see what appears to be, there are 2 desks that are kind of still still intact-ish. If you put any weight on these, they're immediately gonna crumple in on themselves. Like, even a nice smack could probably break them. But you notice those 2 desks, you notice 2 doors on either side. I hate you so much.
I was so scared. I was like,
No.
How big is this cube?
It's a house-sized cube.
So it's a
You see 2 doors on opposite on the opposite wall from you, on opposite sides of each other. You can actively see into the left door. There seems to be broken table, a chair that's kind of existent, like has an existence. Again, much like the desk, if you put any weight on it, it's gonna immediately collapse. You see what appears to be like a stone countertop, and what appears to be a basin that has rusted over, and it's purely the color of rust. You have no clue what material this was made out of before. And both of you, perception or investigation, they both give you different things.
Okay, I'm gonna do perception.
Oh, fuck it. I'll investigate.
Wah wah.
Okay.
Shepherd, with a perception, you can actively see like the larger details of this. You get the impression that this was a house. This was a house for what appeared to be a family. You have no clue how many people lived in this house, but it was enough to warrant a large table with multiple chairs. From the amount of material, current present evidence would suggest that there were 4 people living here.
These were the houses they lived in, huh?
The other room, if you whether you physically go there or just like peek into it, you notice that there is the remains of what appears to be a much larger bed. In the corner is a singular kind of wooden, not cage. And Ilaria, when you take a closer look, that used to be a cradle. You look on the other wall, and there seems to be a smaller bed. A much more reasonable bed for one singular person to sleep in. Just pressed up against the corner of the wall opposite of the much larger bed. Shepherd, as you look at this, as you're watching around, you can tell that whoever lived here took a lot of time to make sure that it was livable originally. It was livable, and it was as pleasant as it could get. You notice faint inscriptions on the wall, not letters, but art. And Ilaria, as you're doing a much more thorough investigation, the desks seem to be much more of they were working desks. They weren't there for furniture or decoration. They were there specifically because you needed to sit down and write for upwards of like 8 or 12 hours a day, which is why they're mostly still intact. They were made to last. And you can tell somebody most likely ran a business from their home. What that could be, you can't tell. You would need writing to see what that is, and if you look inside the desk, where there was paper, there are piles of dust.
Are there any textiles still left? Like on the
There
bedding?
seems to be, on the bottom drawer, you see a kind of like a like a small little detailing knife that you would kind of use on clay. Is there anything else you two would like to investigate the home about?
I guess like the technology wouldn't really. Are there any like paintings or anything of like the people who might have been there at one point, or
If there was, it would most likely be a mosaic or a kind of a carving on the wall itself. If it was a separate picture that you would hang up, it would have long since deteriorated.
That's fair. So I'm trying to think of something to like bring back to show like a song of, hey, we saw like a little house and
The etchings on the wall, you can probably make a chalk rubbing of.
okay.
Not chalk, charcoal.
Charcoal rubbing. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Do we have charcoal with us?
Alex,
I do.
stop me if I'm talking out of my ass, but charcoal is a basic material to have on you when you're traveling. And you hang around Asan a lot. I assume you stole a piece of. Wait, no, you keep a journal.
Oh. I also do have
Yeah,
a
I was
tinderbox, so I could have used the ash or
Shepard
some-
literally
some.
writes in a
Yeah, so you would have paper and charcoal on you.
Yeah. To the best of his ability, Shepard's gonna like go over all of like that area and do like a charcoal drawing.
Alari's gonna hold the paper still.
All right. Well, I would say. I would say make a dexterity check with advantage.
Careful, Shepard. Careful, Shepard.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Oh, man.
Oh!
It's not.
We break the wall.
It's not you drawing. It's
Do
you
you want to
pressing a
use your
piece
once
of.
per session reroll?
I'm gonna use my once per session reroll.
Hey!
All right, fair
Try
enough.
because I really would
Well,
like
that's-
to bring something legible back for Asan.
Aw,
Fuck, dude.
It is better.
that's one better.
It's
I
legible.
I will say it's not. It does not appear to be writing when you get the whole picture of it, or at least when you press
okay.
the painting up against what you saw initially, and do the rubbing. It's a little picture.
Oh.
It's an etching of what appears to be like what you would know as the Hala. Or at least you can tell it's the Hala. You can tell that there are horns. You can tell there's a body, but what map are we on? We're on that one. I'm gonna do a really quick thing. It looks essentially like this.
Oh, wait. Is it adult height or is it like by Alaria's waist, belly button?
it's at like Shepard's like lower thigh, upper knee.
Oh, so this is like kid
So-
height. So maybe,
Yes.
maybe like a kid did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
And as you do that drawing, Shepard, you look at this and it's just a little disheartening, I assume, for Shepard to see.
A little bit, but it also is this like a very cute like peek into like what it would have been like, because like you also got to keep in mind Shepard like that never would have like lived really like this. So like to him it's like drawing on wall. Why?
Wow, what a strange creature.
What a
What a weird society. I must note take this. Perhaps
Yeah,
the
he's
sun
like,
will
"Oh, that's
know what
weird."
this creature represents. Some sort of gerbil, perhaps.
Did a gerbil draw this? Did they train gerbils to draw?
Yeah, sorry. Is this before or after the expanse I described?
Before.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to do that, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, you leave. I'm sorry, I fucking completely zoned out before you described the expanse, and I was like, oh fuck, wait, I wanted to do this thing with them.
All good. We'll talk about it during the
Yeah.
cooldown. Yeah. Did you guys want to do anything else in the house?
Would I
Nothing.
be able to get that little carving knife thing?
Yeah.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Sweet.
It doesn't. It doesn't look like it'll break. Like it's brittle. like,
No,
it's
it's made out of metal. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Better get my tetanus shot.
Yeah, in the wide open expanse, a little farmer's cabin stands nearby, kind of like poking and prodding around. You see mostly like a living quarters, and then a small wooden staff with like little mushrooms and molds just kind of like growing over it. Seem to have been some sort of like shepherd's staff almost. And Alaria kind of like poking around, you notice holofeed and various like little bundles. And as you step out of the hovel, you notice a kind of like almost gated off area with the fence and a little like roof built atop it, water troughs, and various feed around that part. From what you can gather, this was a hala enclosure where they would raise babies, and then as they grow up, they would just kind of like run around this wide open expanse. It's empty now, but I think you can envision a society where this was something that you studied to do and was your like life's work. Do you tell about this area to any of the other people in the clan?
About the little house, right?
Yeah,
Or-
but about the hala enclosure that you found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, a few of them thank you profusely and make their way, but with like a scouting party. Indra just kind of like nods at you guys. She's just like, I got them covered if anything happens. Exploring the city, Asan. At one point, Keeper, Adrahel, and Adlan kind of like wave you over a little bit, and you are brought to a just crumbling library, and Keeper Adrahel is just kind of like, he's using a shield spell to kind of like guard some of the historians in the clan while they're like transcribing notes, and like little bits of rubble are crumbling onto them. And you notice other people in the group are trying to like tie up the support beams, make sure that like no harm comes to people who are just trying to write down like a note. It's not like dangerous, like life-threatening, but it's a little like of a dicey situation. But they seem to be handling it okay. Keeper Adrahel just kind of like waves you over and just goes, "We thought you'd find this interesting. You have a propensity for copying down magical rituals." And he points to a large wall full of elven writing, kind of like just, it's almost like kind of like how a massive like library would have like floor to ceiling bookshelves. And as you get closer, you notice each of those little writings are spells, but so many of them are nearly like indecipherable to the naked eye. The like nature has just worn them away so much, and it's written in very ancient tongue. Give me a straight intelligence check with advantage, because Keeper Adrahel is helping you, to try and discern some of these spells that you find.
Alright. God, I wish I had the mending cantrip. But raw intelligence at advantage.
22.
I do still get a +1 because of my thing, because it's which one is it? The Stone of Good Luck, a +1 to all ability checks.
Nice.
So it's 23.
Okay. You find one 3rd level spell and one 2nd level spell. Choose whichever ones you like. And you can copy them. And we did this before you were talking about how little spell scrolls you have, by the way. Like, Ricky,
Oh, no, it's
Ricky and I
fine.
took notes on this before you were complaining, so we got you.
I wasn't. Like,
No,
I wasn't
no,
even
I
really
know.
complaining. It was. I wasn't even thinking about it because I'm like, I don't have the money to transcribe anything right now. So
No, but-
spell
What if
scroll
money
doesn't help.
wasn't an
We-
object?
Erlen just pops up. May I interest you in a pyramid scheme?
You said a 3rd level and a 2nd level.
Yes. And every once in a while, you guys kind of like walk between yourselves, like wave hello to each other. Some of you kind of like crack a few bones, stop for like a little bit of a chat to take a break. While, like, you know, you are exploring and it's fun and interesting, it's also like hard work that you are helping the clan with, like archaeological digs, like note taking, making sure that like all the structures are safe. And I think you all notice, as you all can just kind of like walk through the large city, at one point, the two keepers point out a row of temples, and at the far end, two stand together, the almost king and queen rulers of the Elven pantheon, Mythal and Elgernon. And as you walk between these temples, ruined and destroyed in various in various stages of almost returning to the earth itself, the temple to Elgernon is partially destroyed while Mythal is completely ruined. Saradwin kind of steps away from the group and stares up at the temple, and then breathes in and ducks under kind of like ruined scaffolding, a destroyed doorway. And if any of you kind of like walk by, you hear her praying and see her offering something to the altar of Elgernon. As the day comes to an end.
Can I do one thing?
Yes?
First, you said there was a 3rd level and a 2nd level, right?
Yes.
Okay. And just that Keeper Adrahel can do something else with his time other than the shield spell. I'm going to help out the scribes, and I'm actually going to do the Lehman's tiny hut.
Oh, great. He just kind of like
10-foot circle.
like breathes a sigh of relief and just goes, I've been at this for 2 hours, and goes to like eat dinner.
Right.
The day comes to an end, and Ricky, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
No, I'm sorry. That was the only two things I wanted to do.
All good. You're all enjoying dinner around a little campfire. Sarah seems to be a little bit quiet, almost unsure when she should bring something up. And as she's about to say something, Asan, Keeper Adrahel, kind of like pulls you away and just goes, You and your group are ready to set out. Is that correct?
Believe so.
I would like your answer. If you would like to be... If we are to unite the clans, and you are to be my first, that is something I would bring up to Keeper Adlon. Despite our differences, I do respect him, and I think I should probably warn him and everyone else that you will be joining the clan again, and what that will entail. Are you prepared to give me an answer?
Yes. Yes, I am. If you had made this offer to me a year ago when I first left, I probably would have jumped on it on the spot. And I think one day I will be a first and eventually a keeper. I think I need to experience the world more. There's so much that I don't know, that we don't know or don't care to pay attention to.
Your culture is right here. He like expands his arms. You helped us get to a city we could never imagine to see with our naked eyes, and you want to see the rest of the world? The rest of the world has their history, Asan. We are still discovering it. Is that truly where you believe your talents are most useful?
I believe understanding the outside world will make Dalish clans stronger.
Kind of like purses his lips and nods. Well, I have your answer then. I appreciate everything you've done. Good night. And he walks off.
Ooh. So, like, you know how you can see, like, all of the, like, tension leaves someone's body? For that entire conversation, the song was, like, perfect posture, standing up straight. And the second that Keeper Adrahel turns his back, it's just like, ooh. Ooh.
Do you return to the group?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. I think you all, like, notice Asana's just, like, a little bit rattled, but just kind of, like, keeping it together.
You alright, Asan?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm alright.
Why is it never just like a clear answer from you? Why is it always like you gotta decompress your entire body just to tell us yes or no?
Because I think he's trying not to tell us what he really feels.
I figured he'd be less jittery around his folks. Not more.
Some people got complicated parents, Erland.
It's also just,
his
you
didn't seem
know,
too complicated.
It's also just, you know, the whole thing of I ran away from home and left them a letter, so even if it's great to see them again, that's still just kind of looming over my head. You know.
Are they still guilting you over that? You helped them find all of this. They should be like, they should be kissing your damn feet at this
It's
point.
not like a fucking transactional relationship.
They seem to be doing
Erland,
fine
who
without
only
him.
lives in transactional relationships.
They seem to be doing
What?
fine without him.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
They offered for me to become a first, and I just
What?
turned them down.
You turn them down.
I turned them down.
Thought that's what you wanted.
It was. It was everything I wanted, and then it's weird to say that after only a year I can realize that I was so desperate for the perks that it brought without I mean, I loved the magic and I loved the history. Those weren't lies, but I don't think they were the main reason I was going for it.
So you're staying with
It's
us?
complicated. Yes, I'm staying. I think I need to see the world more and can't think of a better group to spend it with.
Can't tell whether that's sad or not.
Probably. I mean, look at all of you.
Yeah, I
God.
guess it depends. For some of us it's sad, for others it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, if he
Okay, mix.
was leaving, would Sarah even stay?
Wait, that's a good point.
I mean, she'd have Brandy.
Would if Hassan stayed and then if Sarah had stayed with him, Brandy, what would you do?
I love all of you guys. If Sarah went in one direction and you guys went the other, I kind of, I think you know my choice.
That's fucked.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
My girlfriend or you guys.
So you only care you care more about your girlfriend than your friends?
Yeah, I've known people like that.
It's not that I don't care about you guys, but
You'd leave
I do.
Shepard?
I didn't give it much thought, I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I mean, you stick around with us, you're way more likely to die.
If she sticks around with
Okay.
Sarah to win, she's more likely to die.
Well, how much can she really get into if she's just like living in elf life of traveling around and I don't know,
Erland,
whatever y'all do in your clan?
thank you for giving her the benefit of the doubt. However, you are still underestimating Sarah's ability to get into trouble.
I guess, but I mean, it's different if you're like pissing off your mom than it is, you know, pissing off entire thieves guilds and vengeful spirits and attracting fate everywhere we go.
Look, I may be risking my life traveling with you guys. I enjoy it greatly.
I mean, you did kill a dragon the other day.
Yeah, but you just said that if Saradwin left, you would leave us too, so...
I don't know what I want. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. After killing that dragon, I'm kinda... I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, he clearly knows what he wants. Apparently, it's not the whole thing he left home for. As it is song.
Hey, Indra.
What?
What do you do when you don't have a goal?
You find one?
Okay.
I don't know how, like, what else I can say to that. You
I-
shouldn't be
I-
aimlessly running around doing nothing.
I mean,
I-
she's asking you, famously full of
Famously.
ambitions.
What is that supposed to
not
mean?
what I meant, Erland. You, Andrew, you look put together. That's why I was asking.
What do you know about my ambition, Erland?
I would know more if you cared to say anything about it.
I'd tell you if you asked. Then, fuck you, dude. You do not get to say that when you've been keeping so many secrets from us.
I've
Yeah, you
gotten
told us
better at it.
everything. Yeah, sure, you got better at it. After a while. After your secrets confronted you, and then you had to tell us.
Pretty much.
He kind of has a point. Actually, it's not even a kind of. He has a point. You are harping on him about what you do.
I don't like seeing myself in other people. Is that what you want me to say? Because yeah, I don't.
Don't compare us.
Just for sake, if anyone's been paying attention to Shepard this time during this, Shepard looked like really sad when not sad, but sort of just like an understanding of where he exists in the order of things when Brandy said that she would leave Gold to go
I
with
think-
Saren.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
Um,
the thing. Hassan has slowly backed off after apparently opening up a can of worms. There's like, guys, I'm staying with you. I decided to turn down the job offer, essentially.
And everyone's like, great
What-
job,
what
Hassan.
would
Fuck you, by
do?
the way.
I leave. Oh.
And then, so I think Hassan has been like slowly backing up, is now on the outskirts with Shepard, and she's just like, I think Hassan's gonna reach up and just like pat Shep on the shoulder and just like,
I think, like,
Shepard.
do you take Shepard aside, like, while, like, Intra and Erland are at it again?
no, I want to watch this, but I will like be on the outside of the argument and just like with Shep.
Hey,
Anyways, continue.
can I be honest about something?
No, just kidding.
I don't know what to do with myself. Not anymore.
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I want to hang around you guys. I want to hang around. I want to hang around Shepard. I want to hang around Hassan. I like all of you guys. I want to be around. And I didn't think. I never thought what would happen if people started going in their own directions.
It's a part of life. People come and go.
We didn't really discuss what we do after we finish everything on our list, so...
I mean, I would love to hang around you guys as long as possible.
If that's feasible.
I'll think about it more if I live long enough to see it all happen. There ain't no point speculating.
I think you can give yourself some time to think about it, Brandy. You just finished your goal. Don't, rush into a new one, but...
You already got things on their way back to your dad?
Yeah, I carved a message into it instead of instead of writing him a letter this time.
Carved a message
property-
into Dragonhide?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Major, help
think
me.
Well, just I wrote the message property of Nicholas de Ronda, father and mentor of Brandy de Ronda, Dragon Slayer and Master Hunter.
You had a surname?
You gave yourself a title?
I mean, I'm a dragon slayer. I slayed a dragon.
Yeah, but it's kind of like when you give yourself a nickname. It's
What, like the Black Blade?
Oh, will you
Yeah.
all just fucking drop it?
a son from the outskirts. Hey!
Oh.
I think that is fucking perfect.
God, it was in the spur of the moment. All right, not my finest work. I get it.
And you
Hey.
will be reminded of it every day.
Hey, those spectators just eat that up, though. You know, you knew how to play to a crowd.
Yeah, I only put that there just to, I don't know, gloat, to brag in front of him, essentially.
That's fair.
I don't think I'm gonna get a letter back, mostly because of how much we travel.
You might.
But
Where would it even go to?
The clan?
probably.
Y'all have like a courier? Y'all have like a mailing address?
Anyway, I sent him the dragon hide. I want to do something with this tooth, but I don't know what. I don't have any ambitions anymore. I want to keep improving on fighting, but that's it.
I mean, give it some time. It'll come to.
Hey, Shepard.
Yeah.
When we get to Tevinter, I'm thinking of picking up an actual weapon other than my bow.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know.
Well, you've mentioned you're good at, like, piercing weapons, but you want some more control, so, like, why not a spear? It's serviceable.
Spears are nice.
Hey, son.
Yeah.
Where's the weight on your rapier?
I'll pull out the rapier and do the whole like balance on my finger at the balance point.
You got
like
an
pretty much
hand me down?
Like it's pretty much right at like the hilt, like right at the start of the hilt.
Yeah, I think Ilaria's got, like, a short sword or something as well.
Maybe I can learn how to use a rapier.
Got a spare one.
Okay,
We can do some practice in the mornings if you want.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
And Shepard,
Yeah.
after I practice with the son, I want to spar with you.
Anytime.
Because I know I need to get better at dodging. Because I mostly kind of just stand there the entire time and fire arrows at people.
There's nothing wrong with fighting from distance, but anytime you want to spar, let me know.
I know, but she takes out her mom's knife. This is the best weapon I have if somebody gets in my face.
Oh, have you seen what Ilaria can do with those up close?
True. Hey, Ilaria.
Yes.
When I'm done sparring with Shepard.
And then after I'm done sparring with the sun.
After Hassan helps me practice and after Shepard tests me, I'm going to have a long discussion with you about anatomy. I want
Brandy
to stab
training
things in
arc.
the pit.
Hilaria, what are the pinpoints in which to best stab a person? Well,
Oh, you
Brandy,
brings out the
met
training
Rika,
junkie.
and that's it.
I miss Rika.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know if there's anything bigger than a dragon I can kill though.
there's more than one dragon out in the world.
We should not be going out of our way to try to hunt him down.
Yeah, you guys scare me a little bit.
We barely survived that first one.
In fairness, it trapped us in a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome though.
Was pretty cool.
As the conversation dies down, unless anybody else wants to do anything before bed. Okay.
I think Hassan's just gonna hang out with Shepard for a bit. Just make sure that he's okay. You guys see if I can get a bottle of wine from some of the members of the research group.
I think Indra went to go find you, Hassan, and then saw you with Shepard and just kind of went, you guys having a conversation here?
You guys, if you want to talk, I can just...
I just
Go
wanted
away
to...
for now.
No. I mean, it's...
I was gonna go see if we could find some wine from Rusty.
Wine. Should I go grab Erland for this?
Maybe.
Where the fuck is Earthfuck?
Guys' night? Guys' night?
Is Erland like digging in like a little hole getting potion materials?
He's got like a little gardener's hat with the fucking glove and the little spade.
No. That was a little earlier, okay? Like some of the like in the mornings, it's nice dewy, real easy to like scoop up, you know, bit of that morning freshness. No. At night he's poring over a notebook, really kind of like trying to understand some of this like elven architecture that he's been like getting so much of over the course of the day.
Indra will just kind of come up to you and just nod his head towards Hassan and Shepard.
What is this?
Your eyes will go bad if you keep reading in the dark. Come drink with us.
My eyes are good in the dark.
It's elven wine, I gotta warn you, but one in Arlathan, I guess.
I've never seen, like, it's built so much into the ground itself. Like, it's like melded into nature. They like hardly care about their own foundations. They just sort of like dig it into, it's like roots almost.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know much about Dwarven architecture, I just know it's underground, but...
It's meant to be sturdy. This is sturdy, just in a different way. I don't know, it's just... I'm reminded how, I'm reminded about the old job and how I could have probably done a couple of my jobs better, but it doesn't matter now. Sure, yeah, I'll take a couple drinks.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, it doesn't have to define you, you know.
What do you mean?
Your mistake. Whatever happened.
That could... There's so much that could mean.
There's
Your mistake doesn't define you. Which one?
there's I appreciate the sentiment.
You know we wouldn't be around you if we didn't like you at least a little bit, right?
Yeah. You think that's a good or a bad thing?
Yeah, our sense of morality is a little bit skewed, but I mean,
They're good folk. I just
some of us. But maybe if we're bad together, we can do good. I don't know, if there's like a cancellation out or something.
it's another thing to be part of a crew that's just hunting the big names or running into, some bad luck here or there. Getting ourselves out of some rough situations. It's another thing to ask people outright to do something you know is a bit foolish. Almost suicidal. I mean, you heard them earlier. You heard Brandy. They're like bright-eyed,
I think
They see a future, Maybe one where they spend it with us or with their girlfriend or however they go about it.
and you don't. Hi, Ren.
Ren.
Hi.
I don't think I quite have that luxury.
I
I
think
see a mission, and I see the present circumstances that will hopefully get us down the right path.
I think if you don't really want a future, life won't give you one. I'll talk more about my family another time. I didn't realize you... This sounds shitty. I didn't think you cared. You don't really, I don't know, go out of your way. And that's fine. I didn't think it was important, I guess.
I don't know how to talk to you at the time, especially not while I'm sober. But a thing with Nadim that I kind of learned is that not everyone's gonna make it so easy, Not everyone's just gonna overshare things about their personal life or, personal experiences. Sometimes I gotta deal with people that are a bit like me and maybe aren't super proud of things.
You know, it really pissed me off when you compared us, because there's a bit of truth to it, and I hate it.
You remind me a lot of somebody I used to know.
I'm so sorry.
Somebody
She was very self-reliant in a way, almost to a fault. And I think it's mainly because they didn't want to be a burden on anyone else. It's kind of how they grew up, You can't take up too much space, because that can take away from others. And sometimes, they might make sacrifices for the sake of the group, even at their own expense. And she picked up a bit too much from me, I think. Part of my regrets is not making it clear to her that she mattered too. In the grander scheme of things, she didn't have to deal with everything alone. So I kind of just don't want that
happen again.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to rationalize that, but I'll do better. I want to
You've
do
explained before, you know. In my mind, it almost seemed like all you were here for is to keep us alive at your own expense, despite the lyrium.
There's a little bit of like a sneer almost as he looks away, and he says, I've got other selfish reasons for being here.
Well,
But
maybe over wine we'll hear about it, huh?
yeah, we'll get to it. I did want to... I wanted to talk to Asan. Shepard was there. Shepard seemed sad. I thought, okay, Asan talked about alcohol. I was like, all right, guys' night. So I brought you, and now we're talking. Can we go over to them so we end this?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
I guess sort of when that was happening
Okay.
would be when Shepard remembered the charcoal drawing.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna
and
go pee.
Shepard goes, "Oh, Asan.
Oh,
Um,
Shepard.
Laurie and I found a little house before, and on one of the walls there was this. Well, it's a charcoal drawing of it, but he hands it to you.
Oh.
It's
Do,
yeah, which one of us? Pick.
you.
Me.
Oh,
Got it.
you.
Okay. You are handed a picture of a common child, like a child's depiction of what a hollow looks like.
That is adorable. And
It was on the wall.
Asan very carefully, essentially lacquers it so that the charcoal does not get smudged.
Mm-hmm.
And after the lacquer dries, he will put it in his notes. Thank you, Shepard.
Shepard.
Erland and Indra apparently have a 20-minute discussion on whether or not they're coming drinking with us. Everything okay, bud?
Yeah, just our discussion about when people are going to separate ways in the future just sort of made me understand my place in all this.
How so?
Well, you heard her.
What? Yeah, what?
Brandy
Brandy
would
said.
go with Sarah, and then I'd be here. Yeah. Which isn't that big of a deal. I've lived most of my life on my own, but just,
Well, you don't have to be on your own, just because Brandy might have to
one
go
day
elsewhere at some
everyone
point.
will have their own mission, their own life to get to. So
Yeah, I'm sure eventually we're all going to go our own separate ways, but that won't change whether or not we're friends.
you're not
At this
wrong.
point, we're closer to family. I mean, at some point, I'm sure Brandy's going to be my sister-in-law.
What a world that would be.
Oh god, I thought I could deal with having one sister. Two might be pushing it. Marcus says having two sisters.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a little real right there. This is for anyone who doesn't know the
God,
background.
fucking women, am I right?
That wasn't Assad speaking.
That's Mark.
No, actually, funnily enough, it's not the sisters that's the problem. It's the brother-in-law.
Oh.
Oh.
Moving on. Some other
I
time.
know.
But ooh,
It,
Yeah.
should like Indra and Erland come at this time, or
Yeah.
okay,
yeah, I think it's fine.
they'll come over. Ricky, do you want to describe the kind of wine that Asan brings to the group?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, do your best.
The wine you got is kind of this like darker reddish color. It seems to uh you're not quite sure what fruit this was made from. But you can very much tell just by the just smelling it, it is incredibly sweet and very sugary to some level. Um, it's I made a healing potion. uh, when you all take drinks from it, it has a very almost earthy taste to it. On top of being sweet.
It's like eating a rose bush.
Yeah, basically. Oh wait, that was I thought that was you speaking.
You know, I'll just say it because it's just taking too much time. Asan, I thought you would have chose differently, and I'm glad that you didn't.
No, I thought I was gonna choose differently too.
Don't think the maker. I thought it was going crazy.
But
No, I mean, it was everything I wanted. It's just after being away from all of this for a year, I realized there's a lot more to the world than just a title.
well, since you're not gonna be sticking around here, what do you want to do?
Oh, go and torment the Tevinter a bit, free your people, maybe
Oh.
free some elven slaves on the side.
That's the way we're going. That's crazy.
Wow, almost like you guys are following me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I more meant after that.
I do think one day I'm probably going to be a keeper, maybe this clan, maybe some other clan.
But not the first, right? You'll be the actual, like...
Oh,
big
no,
man in
I'm sure I'll be
charge.
the first at some point as well, but it's just...
Is
Do
that
you have to be one to become the other?
is that still something you want, or
Yeah.
is there something else you can be in the clan?
I think my reasons have changed, but I
Hmm.
think that's still something I want.
Sure, it can't just be
Just-
like a clan painter or something.
Or I can even, make my own clan. Who knows?
I'm not joining it.
You wouldn't be invited.
All right, I wouldn't want to go there anyway.
Well, you wouldn't even have the option.
Yeah, but if I'm saying if I did, I wouldn't want to go.
So like while you two were doing that, you ever see people when like people are arguing, someone will like do like two little hand puppets that are like bickering back and forth. Shepard does that, like
Hmm.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't think it's bad for me to take my time and travel the world a bit before I come back and
Yeah, you should
try to
tell
be a first or a keeper.
you should tell Brandy that. She's so worried about finding her place in the world. She's not even 20 yet.
She's not?
No, I think she's like 18 or something.
Can never really tell with a lot of these folk.
You mean humans?
Yeah, well, the elves too. They got that kind of. They age really, like, I guess, gracefully, right? Like that kind of thing.
I don't know,
So
Asan,
you
I
can
think
never
I see
really
a
tell
gray
if one
hair.
is like. You can never really tell with them.
Indra, I could make a painting out of all of the gray hairs on your head.
Okay.
You know, if y'all are having a problem with that, I can always whip up more of that whole
No.
concoction thing.
Ooh, we
Kinda
struck a
what it's-
nerve.
It's kind of what it's made for, you know, but it keeps on getting stretched to do other things, and I ain't the best at improvisation, you know.
Listen, if I have gray hairs, it's only because Ceridwen leaps into vads of acid at every chance. Sorry, I'm worried.
Yeah, but she also kills all of us as well. Not just her. I know that it's not just her, but I'm saying it's a big part of it.
I was kidding about the gray hair, by the way. Jeez.
I didn't believe you for a second.
There's nothing wrong with gray hair, though.
And they say
Right,
me and
Shepard,
Indra-
sorry.
As we look at Shepard, whose entire head is gray hair.
Shepard's just like, they're talking about gray hair. Like,
Well, yeah, but it's not because, like,
I
you're
have
stressed
gray
or because of age. You just have... It's just naturally, like, white, right?
You're telling Shepard it's not your gray hair is because of stress when he lost his entire tribe.
You're fine, right?
not
Like,
the
you're doing
stress,
good?
right?
Like you're fine?
Shepard, like, I used to be brunette. No.
I used to
I
have
had
red
blonde
hair.
hair brighter than the sun's.
I think as you guys are kind of, like, laughing, you notice, Alaria and Brandy kind of come over with Ceridwen, and she's just kind of, like, pulling them along, and she has the tome with her. She has, like, an old worn tome that she found, covered in dust, that she's kind of, like, clutching a little bit close to her. Ceridwen, to Brandy and Ilaria, Ceridwen mentioned that she wanted to have the group together once more to discuss something, and kind of, like, brought you all here. Wordlessly, she opens the tome, and Asan gives you, like opens it to a specific page and hands it off to you. How tipsy are you?
This was like a casual drink with friends, so like lightly tipsy.
So you can read. Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to get drunk.
What do you know about Ceridwen's mother?
I've heard tales of because Sarah, just remembering, Sarah did mention exactly who her mother was, like name drop and everything, right? I believe so.
Believe she
thought
did.
so.
Oh, yep, I have it. She didn't mention the actual name, but Sarah admitted that her mom is the Witch of the Wilds, the one from the stories.
What does
I have that written
Asan
down.
specifically know of Ashab Elinar?
I know that she is probably one of the strongest mages in existence.
That she is revered
that-
by the elven people despite not being an elf.
Yes.
Isn't an elf, huh?
Mm-hmm.
From what?
I know that she is both awe-inspiring and terrifying.
Inside an old, rickety book, the pages torn. There's oil from various like flippings through. A history of varied figures in elven lore. One of the pages opens up to a drawing of an old woman with a crown of draconic horns. She is drawn in the way that most revered figures would be, as if a god, but not quite. There's something wrong about her. There is a story of a tragic past in her life, scorned by someone she trusted, she loved. She was accused of crimes she never committed, vilified to be a horrific figure in history. She was really just a girl, maybe 19, left to rot inside of a prison in a tower. The book describes a spirit of the Fade coming to her. A spirit of purpose asks if she wants strength, and she accepts. She's dying. You flip over the page. A progression of the woman through the years. Immortality hasn't been present in elven culture for millennia, and yet she somehow manages to contend with this. And as you're reading this book aloud to everyone, Ceridwen's eyes narrow at the mention of immortality, of fear. You read further, there's warnings. The Fade spirit of purpose has manifested into Asha Belinar so strongly that their souls are interlinked, that if the spirit is defeated in the Fade, she would be weakened in the material world. She would not have her full strength. And it's written as a warning, if you encounter the spirit of purpose, do not approach it. It could be a Shabelinar, and we don't want this woman to be hurt any more than she has. But you see a hook. You see something to exploit in her armor that seemed so devastating in the stories and the glimpses that you had of her. As the group reckons with this knowledge, what do you all do?
If your mom is immortal, are you immortal?
No, I'm not.
Where did you find this?
Where did I find it?
In the ruins of the Mythal Temple.
I found this in the ruins of Mythal, and I took some time to pray to Algernon. And the more I read this, the more I realize that the possibility that what I'm hearing is not Algernon. What if it's a spade spirit? Or a demon?
Give me an... do you have access to your character sheet or dice, Ren?
I got it.
Okay, give me an Arcana or History check.
Ooh.
Or Insight, I'd say.
Oh, okay, thank God. Nice. Insight, that'll be...
I mean, what does he tell you other than to
26.
kill
Okay.
people?
While the group is just kind of reckoning with this, and you say that maybe it's not Elgron, maybe it's a spirit, you're not great at discerning spirits and the arcane. It always just kind of came naturally to you. What you are good at is people and figuring out their intentions, and you wonder if maybe your mother sent you away because the same thing that happened to her happened to you.
Oh Oh. I need to sit down for a
And she hands you a glass of wine.
She's like, as realization hits her, she like kind of like crumbles to the ground, and she's like crouched down holding the grimoire, and she's like, oh,
Is she alright with what's going on?
I don't think
oh
this is normal.
god.
Which one?
Sarah, you're right.
Oh god.
Well, come on, let's think this through. What does your god tell you other than to just, like, kill people?
That's not my god.
Wait, actually?
No. Elfin gods don't talk to you.
So
They send you messages in the wind or in like warm feelings and
is that true,
a
Hassan?
change in the breeze.
That's how I usually have a
It's
relationship
just the
with my
feeling.
god.
When I prayed to Algernon, I didn't hear him. I just felt warm. But whenever he spoke to me, I felt afraid.
Like in your dreams? When
Yeah.
you're freaking out about it the next day over breakfast?
The disappointment. Everything. Why would God tell me to pick up a cursed sword? That's not what gods do.
I would not know.
So you think it's something different?
Are you possessed?
No. I don't know.
I mean, it would explain a couple things.
Don't you talk to your hammer?
It talks to me. There's a very
He's
clear
got ghosts in
distinction.
his hammer. It's different.
There's a clear distinction there. Alright. We
Feel like
found
a
this in
thing
an old
talking.
temple underwater. It was
Okay, so spirits can possess objects like your hammer, and does it share a body with Siren, right, Hassan?
Yeah, that was
So
part of the deal.
okay.
Is it-
So what?
is it possible that a spirit possessed you and just kind of left your body alone?
I guess.
It didn't turn you into an abomination, it just waited?
Sarah, does the voice ever talk to you while you're awake or only while you're asleep?
Mostly when I'm asleep and.
It did talk to you when you were awake sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But mostly when you're asleep.
Mostly. Depends. It depends on the day. If I'm not using the hunger enough, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel bloodthirsty. It makes me feel angry.
What?
And the sword already's got ghosts in it from what you were telling us, like a bunch of them with unfinished business and all that deal.
Yeah.
So it just had you pick up even more Fade nonsense. Shit.
Why?
I don't know. I was just born this way, I guess.
I mean, at the end of the day, we
Were
still
you?
did something good. We still kind of cured that whole corruption on the dragon turtle, but yeah,
No,
it's a bit
I'm
hard
corrupted. Erland, I'm corrupted.
Were you born this way, or
I don't know. I just believed in Elgernon, and he was my life, and I believed that's who I was talking to the entire time.
Sarah, what do you know about your mom?
That she's a witch, that she's powerful, that she uses my sisters to keep up her immortality.
What?
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 to. How?
I said too much.
What do you mean you said to?
You said too little!
You brought this book to us.
Look, it says it. I learned about this today. Okay, I'm dealing with this.
How does
Sure.
your mom use your sisters?
I don't know. I don't know the process. I don't know how it happens. It's just a hypothesis, if you will. Like, it's just this idea that came to me when our older sisters kept leaving, and then we
Leaving?
just wouldn't. yeah, they would go on their own journeys and become stronger as she wanted. And then they would come back, and then they wouldn't come back ever again. And then I don't know. And then maybe she looked more awake, or it was a wrinkle gone. I don't know how to explain it.
You're saying there were times where you would never see one of your sisters again.
Is everyone having a realization, or do people want to make Arcana checks?
So out of character, I know this, but I'm going to make an Arcana check in character.
Because I don't know if I'm having the realization that.
Oh, okay, I know.
Erland has a guess because he assumes the worst from people.
call out your guesses. Like, talk about it in character or out of character.
So your sisters would do like what you're doing, right? Kind of setting off on your own little adventure, traveling around the world, that kind of thing, and growing stronger. And then there'd be a point in time where you would never see them again, and then maybe your mother, looks to be a bit better afterwards. You think she's killing your sisters? Is that what's happening here?
That's what I'm
Your
thinking.
mom, like, feasting on your sisters? Like,
Is this one of those weird magical, like, siphoning things?
That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, she wouldn't, like, grow, like, 20 years younger. It's just...
do you think that's why your other sister asked you to come home?
Well, I wouldn't be the next one. It would be her.
But you were the one sent out on a mission to get stronger, no?
And she was too, and so was my sister. We're all supposed to become stronger.
So,
I was just kicked out earlier.
I see why you avoid your mother.
So was it a cry for help, do you think?
No. It's not a cry for help, it's a lure. She's trying to get me to come back.
I mean, you're clearly not close to any of these sisters.
No.
Not exactly jumping at the bit to get to see any of them again.
Because if I do get to see them again, I would have to see her again. And reading this, and realizing that Briar was right, I am just like my mother.
Oh,
bad demon.
Sarah's sitting down, right?
Yeah, she's like crouched down.
Crouched down. Brady's just gonna sit right next to her. She's like, oh, don't say that, please.
What,
Like,
possessed bad demon.
seeing the visible distress on Sarah's face, like, oh no, this is damage control mode.
I mean, it ain't exactly the same thing. You didn't
Embrace it.
you didn't know you were making, some deal with a demon, and I mean, you thought you're just worshiping your god like any other normal elf. Can't exactly fault yourself for being duped.
If I just kept following what this spirit wanted.
Problem is, how do we stop it?
A part of me wants to see to its end. Wants to see what could happen, how powerful I could become, but I think that's the spirit talking. And then the other part of me is terrified. And then the other part of me is kind of considering going back to her and getting rid of it.
That's what she offered, right? She'll cure you, your cursed sword.
Do you think
even my cursed hammer?
If we show your sisters this tome, they might believe you?
I mean, it's ancient elven documents. It's the evidence.
Right. Maybe they're telling the truth in this.
They have to be. This is her story.
Yeah, but I mean, aren't all these just stories
Well,
over a long enough amount of time? I mean, don't imagine the details get very well kept. But I mean, it's
the
something to go
difference,
off of. If it's even a little true, then that means your mom is possessed by a demon.
or more like she's embodying a spirit.
Kind of a
She is a
weird,
spirit.
yeah, kind of a weird two souls melded into one kind of thing.
Yeah. And I still have my soul, I think. Oh well. Let's see the benefits of this. Like, she takes whatever demon I have, and then she could take it and do whatever she wants with it.
Hmm.
And then she becomes more powerful. Cool, cool, that's what she wants. And then I can go living my life fade free. No, no, that would be bad. Wait a minute, I'm a mage. Okay. Demon free.
Hmm.
Is there a way to remove the fade from someone without, you know?
Hmm. Um. I mean, we can pull the spirit in the fade.
That's what the
I
book
thought the
said,
book
right?
said to leave it alone.
Well,
Well, the
the book was essentially on like Flemeth's side, so it was warning people like, hey, like don't kill her spirit because then she'll be weakened because we like Flemeth. We want her to be like strong and successful. You guys.
I was saying if you had a spirit that was talking to you, we could just kill that spirit.
Well, that depends. How do I know which one it is?
How do we get to the fade?
Maybe if I concentrated and talk to it actually, and face it, confront it,
Alone?
then it could reveal itself. I don't know, in my head. Talk to it as I was.
I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good one. Maybe we all try to dream together?
I don't do that.
Yeah,
You
that's
d you
How
don't?
do you how do you dream together?
I again, I don't know.
well.
I just
Oh, okay, okay, but there's something to this. I think. Well, there are rituals that mages can do. I've heard of it in the circle that um, there's like a rite that you do where you enter the fade with the help of magic. We have a lot of mages in the clan. Maybe we could use their help.
What, just dive headfirst into the fade and try to look for one spirit?
I'm saying we could. That's an avenue if we're prepared better.
I don't think.
alternative is facing down Sarah's mom.
And this is like a nigh immortal.
Well,
Well,
the
if
thing
I
is,
don't.
she'll benefit from our naivety.
You know, this might just be random, but like, would taking whatever is in you make your mom stronger?
I don't know.
give me,
I don't know how she does it with my sisters.
give. Oh no, Shepard would not know about this. Never mind. Sorry. I think I will say it's kind of like you're on the right track of that thinking.
Okay.
So, we keep going. And maybe at some point we can figure out what's wrong with me.
Sarah, how much time do you think you have?
I don't know.
I don't know
And
if
she takes out her book and she's just like flipping through it. And like the further you go, the more nonsensical it is.
Look, we're going off of like our own ideas here and one ancient buried book. Why not try, you know, with your sisters? I get that y'all aren't close, but you think any of them could have an idea here, like what happens to them, what they're here for? Like, they can't all be possessed, can they?
No. I know
So-
that for a fact.
Maybe they can help. Maybe if we all kind of put our heads together here, we can figure out whatever's wrong with your mom and how we can try to fix it,
They are mages.
right?
And bitches.
Well,
You know, Saradwin, not everyone is as lucky to get away from shitty parents.
That's true.
You turned out the way you did because you had Hassan's parents. Your sisters were children too, at some point.
Yeah. I got lucky. I got thrown down a mud.
You keep saying that. Is that a metaphor?
No, it's literal.
If throwing someone down a hill is the least of your problems, no wonder your sisters turned out the way they did.
I mean, they were raised by her.
so maybe we hear their side of the story here.
Spellinar.
What they think of your mom and what they think happens to their older siblings that they never see again.
Is there a way to lure them away from your mother somehow?
I mean, we are far away from where you usually live.
Do you think they followed you out here?
Yeah.
That one sister was stalking us for a while.
Yeah.
Do you
I have a
think
feeling she's here now.
do you think you could get both of them here somehow?
I don't know about the other one. But Belly Sama is always stalking somewhere. The other one just likes to mix poisons and watch stuff happen.
As you say that, you hear a harpy eagle
Oh my
cooing in
God.
the distance. And that's where we'll leave off the session.